I mean, what do we know about what Draken
Aren't the
can
Ents
do?
going to war? Is that
We're all here again, finally. Say hello, Internet.
Internet.
Well, John's here in spirit.
Okay, so we're preparing for a mustache invasion.
Happy Pride.
Yes.
Yay!
I got an extra.
Some people stayed at the wedding party for longer. I went home early.
That's the recording.
I don't know.
There was something about
you're not gonna help you.
Jenya's sibling-in-laws because maybe they'll not support Odiseo, but we're not sure.
Yes, because they technically
Oh yeah, Tony's calling it now.
they're
They're both fucking
joining the
traitors.
military
Right.
under,
Castilian.
actual Castilian situations.
Apparently
It's
Oscar
fine.
got some. Because,
some.
Because he walked
That's
the
a
dog.
default state.
Well, he's also got, there was a large pool at that event.
Giggity.
Ethel woke up early and went to the pilot's office, trying to oversee the preparations for the mustache. I wrote that he wears a coat. I don't know, I guess that was significant. He's wearing a coat, not just pants.
Rethold has clothing on?
Assembled some crew
Commonly,
members.
It's only when we fight that he
Typically, yeah.
busts
yeah.
out.
Yep.
Right.
But I've headcanon
I'm skipping
other
through some
people.
of this.
So much
Rethel
that-
doffs before combat.
More preparation.
Instead of donning.
an inverse gird.
Evine was sent out to go find the mustache, and actually found the mustache.
Visual confirmation
Yes.
of mustache.
And then
Did you write down the name of the mustache, or did you just write mustache?
I
Does it
just
have a
wrote
name?
mustache.
No. His full Thean name is Rutherford Barrows the Mustache.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote that down then.
It's the mustache, D-E.
Yeah, lowercase de.
The moustache.
Yeah.
So I think it's the Flout, the Sable Wren, and the La Belle Blanche who joined us. I think. I don't know if there are any other ships, but those are the ones I wrote down.
Yep.
We got the signal to move out. Rethel is in reading mode and ready to ram the ship.
I played harpoon with a mast.
I wrote, everyone does some great entrances and I just climb up a chain.
It's because you all got into the long ships.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like the least athletic out of all of you.
So you
cool,
say.
though.
I was gonna say, I thought every
That's some
time.
Batman cool
So
shit.
you say
yeah.
until you ninja stabs people.
I just assume we always wear you like a backpack to get you places. when
No,
you're
just
running
the one
across the
time.
rooftop. Okay.
I mean, it's
It
now
has happened.
it's now the playbook. But I look forward to one of
I'm
us
like your
fastball special.
portable
Everybody's like koala and just wraps
Portable
around.
support caster
Oh, no,
slash assassin.
Oh, you're gonna get yeeted like Wolverine. Don't you fucking worry.
At some point, we all do need to combine like a Megazord. So
I am surprised that
I mean, I already
we've
make
gotten years into this game.
See, in this case, it's like
And you never tried
Make a
to
kaiju
use
monster.
your pole power like as a fucking slinging rope.
Make a,
Because it doesn't make sense
make
to
a
me.
Megazord and then you come around
Like
like the
pull
Dragon
yourself
Zord
towards
until we
something.
go over our shoulder.
Don't I? Well,
No, she has to
no,
be
I think it's out of the
Tannis,
way.
the
But
giant
anyway.
turtle Zord that they
Oh.
only call like twice. In the
So
whole
Rethel's
series.
fighting the mustache. They're facing off. There's knives being thrown.
so many knives.
I fuck up a Vidachi captain by messing up his hubris.
Yep.
And then I get a bad feeling.
That's funny. You made
And
him
then
have
Jenny
that.
gets a bad feeling because there's some sort of... You think there's some sort of totem like that one that was messing with our magic earlier.
Oh, you found out it's not a totem. You very clearly found out what it is.
Well, I didn't write it down, so maybe I didn't find out.
Bye.
So anyway, there's a man of war in the distance at the back of the formation of ships, and then there's a strange sound. Oh, I see. Yes, there's a strange sound in a hole that appeared in La Belle and Blanche, so
Oh.
they got directly hit by whatever scary weapon they've got. And Humana is very triggered and ready to summon a Red Bull.
That's
Yeah,
That's where we're
basically, La Belle and Blanche no longer has a spot where the wheel normally would be.
John decided this was anime, and now we are reaping the consequences.
Yep. We've been playing this for years. It's
Seriously,
One Piece.
he's all
I was
like,
gonna say we're going full One Piece.
he's got all of those things like collected from when I've used
Yeah,
my
all those-
powers,
yeah.
and then just roll the die to see who would have the sads. And if guessed it was Jimena who got the
They're
sads.
legit coins. Well, they're all your buddies. So
Yeah, I
although
know.
Jimena did serve on that ship.
But not
Yeah.
all of my things.
There's a whole lot of yelling now because that hole has ripped clean through.
There's a whole lot of yelling going
So that's what's happening right now.
Ta-da!
Yay.
Yeah,
That's awful, actually.
Genia used the
Character.
mast to.
I played javelin
Okay, so
and or Scottish log tossing.
You pinned the mustache to the deck.
sure, and so
Hurling?
and that's sort of like the tip of the
I think
spear
it's
of this
hurling.
Yep.
this squadron.
Yep.
And then the one that shot I'm a charging my lasers cannon.
Yeah,
Is that the man of war
that's the man of war.
at the back?
And in fact,
Yeah.
if you look, the man of war has basically like shot.
Right. It drifted. Right.
It drifted.
It did a Tokyo drift because of
Yep.
the. Yeah. Okay. How many ships out is it from the front? 4, 3?
3 at this point. 1 is in a state because it's gotten a mast thrown at its mast.
Okay.
So
And so this man of war
it
that
has
is now
one mast too many.
that has now shifted one square.
Should be so lucky. to
About
have
how
masts.
far is it from this first ship?
Um,
When I grew up, all we had was sticks.
they're not extremely far from each other. I would say like about like 250 feet from where you're at.
Okay. All right.
If you look around and get a sense of the situation, you'll also see that your long ships have gone on the other side to try to avoid. So they're sort of to your left right now.
Oh yeah, they're basically hiding behind their own behind.
They're basically
No, that's
they're like, hey, you want to chase us? Like let's have fun with this.
yeah, no,
right?
that's yeah.
You want to buy a watch?
Do I know which side of the? Was it apparent what was it port or star? Was it a port or starboard blast from the man of war?
Yeah,
or?
you can clearly see. So the Manowar is coming towards you. The cannon is like here, and then it moved. to
Okay,
this
so
side.
it is a broadside
Yep, it is.
as
definitely.
far as we know.
Yes, you can tell because you see a lot of crackling happening, like on the sides,
Okay.
on the side of that ship. So, yes,
Question. Considering how triggering this would be for Jimena,
yes.
can I human torch myself and basically launch?
Do me a resolve.
Oh, how about? Oh, I didn't bring my fucking dice.
I almost forgot mine too.
I was like,
You need this more than I do right now.
I was like, I have a plethora.
can I borrow some?
Yeah. Just one of the whatever tray on the bottom.
What am I rolling? Sorry, I got
Roll me a resolve.
just straight resolve.
Yeah, let's go with resolve. Actually, if you have empathy, add it to that.
I have a little. I have a little.
As you reach out
What little you have, it's for that ship.
to the
Right.
suffering of your previous crewmates.
Why is there only 6 there?
Okay.
Oh, they're right here.
What is that?
Are you okay?
That's my I'm a dumb idiot laugh. I'm looking at my box and there's only 6 of these dice and there should be 10
Fine.
in each cubby. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, I'm missing dice. And then I look over, they're literally right here.
a couple damage from it,
Alright,
but
send these
you
to
will be
Megan.
able to do it.
Because I feel like as soon as she like
I'll take my dice
registers
back if you don't mind.
that there's a
Yeah.
hole.
Oh yeah.
In
There's
the
a hole,
back,
and you clearly hear the yelling on the ship as
She
the
would literally,
panic
like-
settles in.
It would be like snap towards
I'll get
where
a
the
second.
thing is, and then just
And
Yep.
give her a couple extra.
You were setting fire to a different ship, and then you're like, wait a minute.
It was a very reasonable sort of flamethrower situation. You know, having a grand old time.
But basically, yeah, like do the run and jump and use the flames to launch herself farther.
Yep.
So that
So-
she can basically hop ships to.
Take a 1 dramatic wound
Okay.
from that.
I had a
You'll be able to-
pencil. Now where did it go? Jesus Christ.
I ate it.
It's on the left.
Yep.
It wasn't me.
Lisa ate
in the
it.
shower.
Lisa ate it as tribute for the dice.
Pencil. Commander.
I mean,
Thank you for the pretty dice, Lisa.
you're welcome.
I apologize. I haven't been here in a while. Where the hell am I?
Were you here last time?
No, I wasn't.
he wasn't here.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume you got in.
I'm
With
sure
the
I'm on a
action
boat
this
somewhere.
boat.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're on the main boat with Rethold.
okay, so I'm just gonna follow Rethel.
That's
yeah.
fair.
Whatever Rethel does,
Well,
he's just
you've
gonna
seen this whole situation happen. So there was a wedge. Zhenya destroyed a ship with a part of this ship. She basically just ripped the mast and just tossed the mast like a javelin at the other mast. So one of the ships is just not following formation anymore because Marilena
But yeah.
did
I didn't do
something
that.
to the ship's captain, and now it's just doing weird things. She screwed up with the ship's AI, and now
the Google Maps is all off.
yeah, now it can't tell what the curb is anymore, and it's just like fucking freaking out.
It just
It's
keeps
like,
telling you to go in a circle and never.
Turn left. Turn left now.
yeah.
No, but I've already turned this way.
That's
Why
a
are you
one-way
doing
street.
it?
I can't turn it.
Is there a ship that is
Recalculating.
unmolested at this point?
No. Well, the man of war.
Yeah, there's a
The
large
one with
man of
the one
war,
with the fucking magic cannon.
which
Oh.
basically like hummed and cracked with something. Some bad juju happened, and it shot. You were actually looking at it, and it shot something that ripped right through the pirate ship.
Hey, when if I
That,
try to like use my pattern sight in that area, does it look weird to me?
You can try.
So
Will I
up
die?
until that
No, still
moment,
Tommy.
Rethold had been singularly
Probably not.
focused at the
Okay.
to
Rethold is
everything
facing
else.
the mustache. He's been talking about.
Now suddenly he realizes he's somewhere else, and other things are happening around him, and sort of is just like, like so you at least get that sense from Rethold as he's sort of like working on pinning this frog to a board.
Yeah, there's
So,
a gentleman
we'll
with a
see.
very offensive mustache. There's no other way to describe it.
I mean, I feel like the right answer is to try and get onto the big man of war and to start murdering everybody that's there.
That's
You
where
see
Jimenez
that the
is
long
Okay.
ships have actually taken that.
So this ship is sort of dead in the water effectively
yes,
because the mast got
yeah,
ripped
the
off.
mast is fucked up. Plus, a lot of the crew ended up getting murdered
Yeah.
or otherwise
Question.
harrowed. Yes.
So my hubris is bitterness. If I get triggered by things,
answer
and if
is yes.
Yay! Hero point.
The answer to your question is yes.
Oh, do we roll a d10?
So
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, we
so
gotta do it.
oh yeah. Rabbit, roll a d10.
You don't know how to play
No,
this
I
game
got a
anymore.
one.
I also got a 1.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Got a 4. Okay. Never mind.
Rabbit.
I had to finish my crochet shoot stitch. Hold on.
Okay, don't get a 10.
7.
Cool, you got an extra hero point.
All right, sweet.
Which is good,
Yay.
because in mid whatever the fuck I'm doing with this guy, I'm
Yeah.
like, Marcus, like suddenly addressing someone.
Yeah, no, he just looks over. The mask is on.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
swords
I'm
in
like,
hand.
Yeah, where's my accent? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, kind of, little bit, no, not quite, no, head farther north, yeah. Hello. Yes,
Hello.
Hey,
we will
Bert.
be- We will be.
Bert
Nope,
poked his
that's-
toe
yeah,
in for
yeah.
a second.
I just keep staying south.
Bartok.
No, that's farther east. That's your Effet cousin. No, it's
He doesn't sound Russian in any way, shape, or form.
no. I'm saying
Yes, yes,
Bartok would be.
Yes.
Yes, okay, there we go. There he is.
There he is.
Well, he walked
like,
away.
"Where's
So as soon as I found it, yeah, no, there
Now
was
you just gotta keep talking.
I don't know where he went.
There
There's
was
just
just-
You just did all your prep and then you stepped on stage.
and there
when
was
he like walked around it, like
the
on the
aura
step, I
of
was
Central
like,
Europe had to remove itself in order for me to find the fucking accent.
Big silver blowout.
And then, what's that rabbit?
Big silver blowout.
yes.
Yeah, no, that's where I tried to start, but it didn't latch in quite. Yes, okay. But Marcus, please have the fellows in the boats. You latch on and pull this towards them as a shield.
Okay.
Basically
Sure.
grapple this ship to use it as a shield to get to the Mandalore.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I don't know what I need to roll for that, so.
I would have.
Warfare roll.
I will give you a hero point to give you an extra 3
I assume it's panache.
dice.
You're telling people to do
Yeah,
that,
you can
right?
do it with panache.
If it was Rethold, he'd do it with panache plus sailing,
Yeah.
but I
You
think
can do
might have-
warfare. You're not as
Yeah.
much used to Navy, but you're used to
Yeah,
commanding
but there's
soldiers.
a
so
chain of command here, and they will recognize you as a lieutenant.
you can trust that the people you will bark at will know how to do what you're asking them to
So
do.
warfare plus panache plus 3 from your hero point.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see where the laser came from?
Oh yeah.
Is it far?
Well, that's
250
where all these
feet?
people are trying
Or less,
to go.
'cause you're on a
250 feet
farther-
from where you're currently at. About a little bit less for you.
Can I do the thing where I walk to the back and then launch myself?
You can. 200 feet is going to be a jump. You can probably swim for a little bit. But
She can't.
No, I can't.
Or just fly.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could. I don't.
you
Look
could
at
bird
him
yourself.
gently smiling
Or-
over there, like.
or you can see how deep the water is down here and run at the bottom for a bit.
No, I will crow
Yeah,
and stay low.
that much you can.
Yes.
You can
I
while
got a
visible.
crow.
No. It's your birthday, but no.
7.
7.
Yes.
Shit.
Cock-a-doo,
I guess, yes, I'm
day.
gonna use my pride insight to look at the ship.
All right.
Maybe if I
bend.
I think I might spend this turn trying to figure out when they're gonna fire next and
Do you
where.
read reality roll and try to figure out what happens?
Cool. If I like,
Yeah, you're
if I
ordering
suddenly pass
soldiers. Jimena
out, just leave
just.
me where I am.
There's no cannon where Jimena is, but Jimena just launched like from a cannon, like off the ship.
Yes.
Gross!
I ordered
Gross.
boba,
Yeah.
and it got dropped off.
Oh,
At our house.
Oh, I'm like, that's not my green door.
No, it's not your green door.
You ordered
I
the
forgot
wrong
to. I forgot to change this address. Usually it tells me, "Oh, you're farther. You're kind of far away from your address." Okay. Well, we know what Marcus is doing. I'm gonna go pick up our boba. I'll be back. No, it's okay. It's my own fault. I played myself here, so.
I've done that a couple of times, including one time where we ordered burritos.
Oh,
and
no.
We had gone like to the Sierras like over the last
Oh, boy.
weekend
Oh no.
to like a basically like
They
a
were
bed
so
and breakfast
confused over
place.
there.
There's a bag, a Pokemon bag on the chair. Can I have it, please?
And I don't look, right? Like, and suddenly I get a
Yeah.
call, and it's like, yeah,
I know
it's
they're
your
all
Dasher.
Pokemon.
Like, I'm at the gate right here, but nobody's here. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, yeah, nobody, you're like 2 hours from where I am right now. So I was like, I'm gonna give you like a tip, like, keep the lunch.
Yeah, keep it.
It's
Okay.
yours now.
I'll be back.
Okay. So random little ideas was
you
there.
have like 6
and
raises?
she was like, "You're missing one."
7, cool.
She was like, "Last time I saw Megan, and she
I
was
got
missing
11.
one too."
Yeah, then-
But there was one
11.
other like
All right, we'll get to that.
K-pop stand
Uh-huh.
because I needed this. I got another, but he has like an actual little pigtail. So now I have 13 Dweckies. Now it's a lucky number.
Nice.
I
And
will
I got this
say,
bag.
He does have more piggy ears
Yes.
as opposed to bunny ears.
He definitely has a little more of the piggy
Yeah.
feeling.
But he's still very cute.
Sorry.
The name came out. It's okay. You expect this.
Sometimes that happens.
Poor demon.
We know.
Do you have your knife?
6
Free him
raises.
Of this string.
Was I in melee with him yet?
Yeah, no, you're close enough.
Yeah, I'm 6
Especially
raises.
since he's pinned to the deck at this point.
Yeah, 6 of brawn plus brawl,
Yep.
and I'm basically going to truss him and hoist him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Even if you're in the vicinity, because I don't know if anybody else speaks Avalon here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's a colorful string of curses as this man is hoisted over Rethold's shoulder.
In a much more comedic episode, I would be like, "Calm, war child," and just
Yep.
tap him on his head a little bit.
He's also bleeding because like both his feet are bleeding.
Yeah,
So,
I've done my best to incapacitate him.
yep. But yeah, you have him over your shoulder. No problem. So you're crowing.
Yep, I'm
Lenya.
gonna. I've spent my hero point, and I'm gonna go over to the other ship
Marcus.
because I don't like that.
Yeah. It's again, it gives you the exact same
Oh yeah,
vibe as
serene
that.
technology.
As the other
that,
thing,
that
yeah.
totem.
Serene,
Yeah.
Serene,
Cernet.
Cernet.
And it's
It's got a Y in it.
it feels like really, really old and sort of like, you know, it doesn't give you the same vibe as like Montaigne magic
Yeah.
does. Like it
It's-
doesn't give you like
It's
that.
not wrong. It's
Yeah.
just
It's just like
I don't like this.
It's just icky.
yeah. It shouldn't be. It's too much.
Yeah.
Is basically what it is.
It's-
Which is why we're gonna put it on our ship.
It doesn't. Oh well, you
Like,
better tell Zhenya what you
at the
want
front.
because right
If
now
I
I'm,
get there,
We're
I
gonna
get there.
knock
I
this
know.
thing into the ocean.
like no, I'm here to sink the ship.
Well,
I mean,
you
like,
know what?
depending on what
That's
I
cool
see, I will not recommend that.
because someone can talk to the city
Yep.
and dredge it back from the depths.
I'm like, I'm here to sink a ship. I don't know about
That's
y'all.
fine. That's fine.
Right, they'll
Yeah,
like
and then
we're
it's
gonna
gonna
mount it
burn
in the
this
back
ship
of
to
the
the-
ship so I can use it to go
Not
faster.
ground. on water,
We put it on.
yeah.
We put it on a rotating turret and make sure she's on the ship. So when it does fire, we don't do the skirt bit. She can.
Push on the other side.
Yeah, she can counteract
What is your
its
problem?
recoil.
Get a hire Rodrigo as
Yeah.
a permanent counterweight.
I
Exactly.
mean, it'll give him a sense of purpose. It will probably
nice.
help.
Yeah, I'll give him a job,
Yeah.
Exactly.
but he needs a job.
Right?
He's always in the fucking
Hey,
basement
Primo
watching
just needs
Naruto. Like he
Primo,
needs to.
yeah. Primo just needs a steady gig. You know, give him some normalcy.
Is it
He'll get back to normal.
On the ship or in the ship?
It's in the ship.
So I'm gonna try to dive through one of the
Those of you
cubicles.
who
Nice.
like
Yeah.
are looking in that direction, you can sort of see like the mouth. Like that's all you can see. It's just the lip,
Yeah.
right? Like of that weapon. But you see that there's a whole armature around it, and that's probably what it takes to keep it.
from
That's
yeah.
why, like,
popping itself out.
basically, right?
Yeah. Has to be
So
bolted to
it's
the superstructure.
it probably Retold, you know the most about this. Like you're like they probably can't.
Because I've seen large ordnance
Yeah.
on other ships, and this is like, fuck.
Yeah, this thing probably if you put it like without something on top, like it probably fires and just like shoots up like straight up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nasty recoil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got plans for it. It's gonna be delicious.
You're just gonna eat. Are you?
Look what a man
I
in his
mean-
cannon does.
I mean, I've eaten plenty of people. It's fine.
When I was a tour guide in Quebec, Sally witnessed this.
So I'm
As a tour
thinking,
guide in Quebec City.
I'm thinking 5 catamarans, okay, in like a star formation.
in the city fortifications, like a bunch of the cannons are still there, right?
Rethold's
So
already thinking about it as he's hoisting this dude on his back.
one of the most popular tourist pictures is
Sure.
people will stand behind or on top of the cannons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Everyone
I've-
does it. Even I did it. I
I've
sat
taken
on it.
probably hundreds of those pictures from people that I was like doing the tour and it's like, hey, can you take a picture for me? And then they get in position and I'm like, No, you're giggling. Like, this is probably like the 20th of those I take today, so, but good on you.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's gotta do it.
Yep.
Look at my big penis. My 400-year-old iron cast iron.
Cast
Yeah,
iron.
but it's still hard.
Yep. Cast iron, jet
And
black.
frankly, if it's hard that long, you should see a
I was
professional.
gonna say, like, they tell you to see a doctor if
Yeah.
it's for more than 4 hours.
And if it's black, like, and shouldn't, and
That
that's
seems
not
very bad.
If that's not your skin tone,
Yep. Yep.
that's a problem, man.
If
Does
it's
seem
black
bad.
and when you do this on it, it sounds like a bell. That's probably not.
Oh no, that's a sign of freshness. That's how you know it's ripe.
No.
Never say that
All right,
again.
Jenya is going to dive through a cannon hole, like
All right.
one of the sides, and like go straight into the.
All right. Only like a finesse on this one.
Finesse.
I know.
I mean, you are crowing and...
Normally you just rip
2
through
dots in
shit.
finesse.
Normally you just rip through shit. So you're like, I'm gonna thread the needle.
Finesse and
Athletics if you have it.
Okay, I'll take athletics.
You're getting a
Normally
read
just barrel through shit.
on this.
Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what sort of vibe it has, but also, like, if I can tell anything
Ooh, I
about
rolled
how
two
it
tens.
operates.
Well, first of all, you feel a lot of
That don't explode. God damn it.
not from the not from the
Did you
piece
see how many
itself.
ones and twos I had?
You sense a lot of malice on this ship.
I rolled 11.
A lot of these people are here
6
for
raises.
exactly that purpose.
the purpose of destroying us?
Well, the purpose of yes. There,
Yes.
the purpose of yes.
there's a lot of hostile intent. Not necessarily just you, like the city itself, right?
Yeah, they're
here-
bringing this to shoot it at Odiseo.
Yeah,
They're
they're trying to
here-
crush this rebellion with this incredibly impressive.
They're here for the wedding, ostensibly, but they're carrying a lot of firepower because they know the powder keg's about to ignite, and
This is the saddest raises I've ever had.
Right?
yeah.
4.
We're off our game, man.
I only have 4 dots in
Well,
athletics, and I have 2 dots in, in finesse.
It's an average, more than average roll.
We'll
I
go.
rolled 2
We'll go to
tens,
that.
but they don't explode because I only have 4 dots.
Ah, yeah. We'll go to that next.
Splat. Sorry.
I feel like you would like make it through, but you'd like skin some of your feathers.
That's exactly
off.
what happens. For those that are like on the gunnery deck, like you go and thread the needle, and then they hear
There's
it.
a poof of feathers.
You know? As your head just like skims the top like a little
Did
bit.
anyone else hear that? I don't-
Oh, they
Oh,
won't.
What are these
if it
feathers?
messes up Jenya's hair, she's gonna lose her mind.
They won't
Yeah.
have time to be like, "Hey, did you hear
I need
that?"
to grow back.
And then a
Yeah.
giant flaming
Bear.
woman will.
Yeah.
Your hair won't be messed up, but there's.
I feel like I'll have like a shaved side.
You're gonna have like a definite like bump cut like on top of your head, like hidden by your hair.
No, Jenya comes out and she's got like the one half of her head shaved. Now she's all hella metal.
Yep, there you go.
Still got the braids.
Just a haircut.
Yeah.
There's a few feathers that just like stayed behind as you cut it a little close.
Poor Ricardo. Oh no.
Yeah. Your wings got through. You got worried about clipping your wings on the side, and
Yeah.
as a result,
Yeah.
you didn't fully gauge the overhead.
And I'm like, no, Jenny she has no finesse. No, I won't give her any dots in it. I'm surprised I gave her 2.
Next, I'm gonna be told to lift weights. Anyway.
Yeah.
The
Ooh, this heavy shit.
you sense a little bit about the weapon that's on this ship, and again, it feels very old. It feels very there's like an awe to it.
He has little hearts.
It doesn't give you like fear, but it gives you like a
pizza hurts too.
like this is something to respect, right? Don't fuck around with this. You have the same vibes like in that tower of that one dude in Liso that had rigged basically like part of the university with a bunch of Cerneth artifacts.
Oh god, that was the worst.
traps.
That
Yeah.
almost killed me.
Yeah, it was like sending like lightning and shit. You can feel like it's a very similar kind of thing.
But do I have any idea of how it's functioning and how I could
Well,
potentially
the
to
one
stop it
thing
from
that you got
functioning?
going for it is that it expulses a lot of energy. It can't rapid fire. So you probably have a little bit of time. Your best bet is to try to disable the ship before it can shoot again.
I mean, I already
Because
see my friends going to do exactly that thing.
it
But
I was
could-
about to say, do I? I mean, I see her. Everyone sees her.
Yep.
Do I notice the
bird?
big ass raven?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mostly because it's a full grown woman that turns into a bird, and yeah, you
All right.
you can actually, it's all happening in the same direction because if you're looking at it from this way, you're on the ship that's like further back because you're looking at the back of
Sure.
the formation, so
Sure.
you can see.
I'm gonna stay back here, and the next thing I'm gonna do is talk to the city because that is an enemy of the city right there.
The other thing, it needs a specific person to fire.
So it's like keyed to a specific person.
Yeah.
Can I tell who it is?
Oh yeah. You can.
Well, yeah,
you can
you're
tell
the
on boat.
connector.
Yeah, can you tell Evine? And
You're the
then
magic
Evine...
connector person.
Yeah.
Antenna. What is your problem?
You can't tell
know what her
if
problem
it's
is.
because this is the only person that can do it, or because it's the person who is trained to do it. Like you can't
You're
get
too
that
low.
much fine-tuned info on it, but there's definitely a person whose job it is to operate this thing. In fact, you can tell that a lot of the people on the gunnery deck are not getting in the vicinity of this thing.
Okay.
It's the rancor keeper.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
basically.
I can't actually see the person, so I wouldn't be able to give a physical description. But I would pretty much convey that there is one person who operates this weapon, and if they're not around, there's very likely no one else is going to know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Evine steps onto the gunnery deck before anyone else can get there,
Dang it! You're all like.
and struts down the center like a fucking runway model.
Yep.
Where's that
No
music
one
coming
notices.
from? Yep. No one can see it.
By design.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
It's like if Wright said Fred was invisible all the time.
Just imagine me being walking around.
Right. Everybody's like, do you remember that video? It's like, what video?
So, did we run that course of raises?
I believe so. Marcus leans over the railing and barks orders almost exactly verbatim the way you gave them.
Yeah.
And the ships get to work hooks and chains and the whole shebang as they pull the ship towards its destination.
I'm gonna panache plus sailing to help course correct, to basically just use this ship as a blindfold to try and
Yeah.
get it in front of the, instead of using it to get there, because I know they're gonna handle it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna try and get it there until it's handled.
Yep. Ricardo and a
off
couple
the
of the
ship.
sailors
It's basically being used as a shield, so I should probably get off.
just
I mean,
just
get
hang out.
on one of the small boats.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm gonna take the wheel of it, and you know, having the longboats act as propulsion. Yeah, I'm gonna try and wrestle this pig. Just gonna nudge this manatee over to
Yep.
that thing. Before I continue my original intention,
Ricardo and
all this
Emil
other bullshit.
are working at subduing the rest of the sailors on the ship.
Oh, there's still some. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there's still a few crew members that were not necessarily super keen on.
I mean, I was
taking
told to
actions
stop
against
killing
That's
people.
but you know, they're not necessarily like, oh yeah, I'm gonna join this melee. Like they're kind of staying out of your way. But Ricardo and Emil are like, no, we're not gonna have these people potentially be able to sneak up on us. That's
And if
not-
any of them look like they're like floundering or not sure where to go, I just start barking orders. And,
Oh, I
and if-
thought you were just literally going to say, I just start barking.
I mean, kinda. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, you
What
know.
is this, a TXT concert?
I may or may not. I may or may not run a ship like that. You know, it's you've never seen
I mean,
Rethel actually command a
You
ship.
know, it's a
You get
good
even more
combat tactic.
confused.
Just confuse them.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
won't fight if they don't know what's happening.
No, I actually want to put these guys to work, and if they're if
Yep.
they're at all inclined to follow orders, you know, they might not die. So that might be an incentive for them.
So yes, that will be next round. So Zhenya, you're now on the ship, having clipped your head a little bit.
Just
It's
clocked
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Not enough to
Nobody
to
saw it.
really draw wounds outside of, you know, maybe.
Phoebe's like,
I saw it.
Nobody
Right.
asked you, Evie.
From the shadows, Even's like, "Are you okay?" You know that "Are you okay?" that just drives your shame up.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know the
Are you
one.
okay? Anyway.
You good, bro?
All right, mate.
You're all right.
Do I have to
You
use
got
a
right
turn to
slobber
get
knocked on
another
that
ship?
one.
No, you're on the long ship. You're good.
Okay. I don't remember actually if I actually got off this one or not. I don't know.
No, you were still on the main ship last time
Okay, so then
because the long ships were still buzzing about, like trying to avoid the other ships harrowing them. So
I will need to inform other people on this ship that I'm basically going to be out of consciousness.
all right.
Okay, so when I get into where the gunnery is,
We'll tell Marcus to basically plant on you.
is
Yeah,
there
to tank for
another
you
level
to channel.
below that leads to like the belly of the ship?
Yes.
Okay, so that's my goal, is to get down
Yeah.
so I can just punch a hole in the bottom of the ship and sink it.
Yeah. It's a metal wire. So there's two
Two more levels?
layers.
Okay.
Basically of gunnery.
So yeah, I'm just gonna try to just barrel straight through the
All
planks
right.
to go straight down.
Do you break them?
Yes.
Like just
Yep,
brute
just-
force it? Alright. Run brawl.
Just
punch the floor.
Hulk smash.
Like you're at a hardcore concert.
11
11.
successes
Nice.
because Rethel do sail good.
For your sailor. Oh yeah.
Rethel inspire enemy
Yes.
to do work for him.
A few actually join in to help. Like Ricardo was about to like truss a couple, and they're like,
And they start
help.
grabbing rigging and it's,
Yeah, he's like,
They-
all right,
yeah,
I'll
they
save
realize
some
where they're
rope.
at,
You
what's
go
going
work.
on
all right, yeah.
Alright.
They either join us or die, man.
Yep.
What am I saying? I want to talk to the city.
Brawl.
All right.
I want to inform San Felipe that there is an enemy here
Yeah.
Dot.
set to destroy her,
Yeah.
6 dot.
Okay.
and that
Resolve empathy.
in the immediate
Sally.
I don't know.
I think I see what you were asking.
Just a thought.
Tony
Just a thought.
was 100% the fucking line cartoon man I used to watch as a kid that didn't have dialogue. It was all shit like this.
But I think like this first round is just going to be establishing the connection because it can be pretty rough. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Have 3 more.
There you go.
Alrighty then. Need more.
Yeah, use more.
There we go.
There you go.
So many dice. Oh. This is my best roll.
Jimena is basically, as soon as she lands,
You're in the air.
like as soon as she lands on the deck of the ship, like without saying it, like, I mean, she doesn't really need to say a whole lot. She's just a woman on fire.
Yep.
That just like
A
superhero
memoir.
lands in the middle of this ship, but she's immediately just gonna like pop a potion and just flame breath the entire fucking, like, no questions.
Yeah.
no.
Just
Yeah.
Yep.
flamethrower.
All right.
Fucking.
Go for a. Huh.
I have 2
I'll let you use
unused
finesse
dice.
with that and
Those are the worst.
weaponry.
Alright, so
At this
2,
point,
4,
fire is
6,
your sword.
I am canon.
8, 9,
That's how it's done.
12.
12. All right. Oh yeah.
That's more like Shenya.
You break the floor with like surgical precision. to the point where it's almost like a Genya shape outline into the planks.
Some Saitama, just one regular punch. Just through the hole.
Yeah. You punch down and then like part of the planks in the floor like goes down and hits the bottom deck like hard
Yeah.
as you jump down with it.
I have seen that scene from fucking God, what was that movie? It was an 80s, 90s movie where everyone's androids except this one guy, and he does the thing where he shoots the circle through the floor of the bathroom. Yeah,
God, yeah,
I have
yeah.
seen that scene so many times in the last month, and I can't explain why it's at me from
Right.
different directions, but that's immediately what I see, yes.
It's just like, Tony, you want to see
I
this?
see Fifth Element where he shoots around.
No, yeah, no, it's like that, but
Yeah.
it's this other movie.
Yeah.
It's just all...
Yeah.
You and I are the only human beings apparently on this
Get it.
planet.
Get it, keep going. You need
Hold
more
on,
dice?
hold on. No, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
adding.
Okay.
Gotta
I got
collect.
14.
Gretel is just dispensing 0 points.
I got a 14.
You got a 14?
Um,
Alright.
Wait, I was gonna say something else, but then I forgot. Oh no.
Think about it for a second.
This ability, Tremor Sense, requires me to either take dramatic wounds or damage to traits. It says pick one.
Damage their traits or inflict
Or
dramatic wounds.
wounds.
What is your intent?
Well, my intent is to inform the city that a threat is coming in the form of a weapon on this particular ship,
Right.
and that the city needs
Aw,
to be
dicks.
protected.
No, it's fine.
The city doesn't have feelings per se. How do you feel about these people?
The
Do you
people
want
that are
them? Do you
coming?
want them to hurt physically? Do you want them to be damaged mentally?
I was like, they're already damaged in my opinion.
Well, what I
got 15.
Well
That's
done.
what's
Well done.
that was a
what
ton
I
of tens.
convey
I got
is
5 tens.
I was
the
yeah, I was
hostility I
like
felt from them.
it took me a minute to realize you were just remembering how
This
many
is how
extra
much
you had, and I was like,
they hate
no.
Okay.
and I will let
think
the
that's the
city
highest
destroy
roll I've
the
ever
world with
gotten.
it.
Yeah, that's
I
it's up
will
there.
trust that the city will not harm people that belong
That's
to
them's
it.
Evine numbers. That's
This may actually be very scary now, but basically, yeah, I'm doing the major version, which basically makes me somewhat merge with the consciousness, and then I'm gonna take whatever damage you tell me to take.
oh no, Marlena's eyeballs rolling back of her head. Starts drooling a little.
Take
You
a
know.
couple dramatics just from the intensity of the connection, because with that many successes, you're
God,
Is she bleeding out of her eyes? Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
for the briefest of moments, you connect with the city, which is overwhelming in and of itself. Like tens of thousands of people, right? All at once. Footsteps on cobblestones, like people talking. But it's worse because you feel generations of these people.
ooh, I plugged in real deep.
Delve too deep. Too greedily.
And the only thing you hear in a voice like, imagine like you're at a concert and there's like 50,000 people at that concert and they're all singing at the same time. This is what it feels like. A bunch of voices rising in unison that just says, I see. That's all you get.
I'm basically the conduit. I try not to influence it too much.
Yeah, Marcus
My body's
is
already,
sort of like
Getting wrecked.
Marcus is trying to sort of cover for you and make sure like you don't get hurt, and then you fucking start wet noodling like you're a kid trying to get into the snow pants. Like just nope, that's not happening. So he basically has to catch you so your head doesn't hit the bottom of the longboat, as your knees just buckle from under you. But you have awoken.
Welcome to
vicinity.
Sleeper.
Yeah. Genia, you hear the clonk and you jumped down, and then suddenly you feel above your head intense heat.
It's happening.
Jimena,
Yeah.
you
Upstairs?
land on the deck, no thought,
Nope.
no. You're like,
She's fully
there's no.
blacked out. There's
There's no showing off. There's no attempt to
There's no
sow
panache
fear.
there's no grandstanding. It's
No.
just y'all gonna die.
Yep.
That's,
You take a swig, and then you push the flame out. So much more flame than you expected. So much more than the liquid you pulled. Somehow,
it's rage.
yes, your rage has created a font of flames that you spew upon the deck of this
It's
ship.
an entirely different soundtrack depending on where the camera is in this battle.
That's right.
Fucking dragon force.
It's a lot of hi-hat on the top deck. It's a lot of
Yeah. There's like
double kick drum, just...
there's 4 different movies happening right now.
Yeah.
Like we're like projecting something onto all walls of this room. So get in with the vibe.
Nice.
You incinerate a bunch of the people on the deck. The main mast is on fire.
This mast is on
I
fire.
thought it too.
To your eye, you're not exactly sure it's because like you're so fucking angry at this point that you're starting to see shit, but you can. The way the main sail catches fire, like it almost looks like a pair of fucking wings growing up. And you're like, I don't know if I'm just like seeing shit because I'm just that mad right now, but like it fucking burns. Panic, of course, on deck. You see the pilot up top like try to move the ship and then just get engulfed into flames, like completely engulfed. Like when the flame curtain passes, like there's nothing there anymore. So no more pilot. And then something weird happens because there is like panic on deck, and you actually feel like some weirdness like happening like around these folks. A bunch of them feels like they just lose their fucking mind altogether, either from fear or something else, like an other influence has sort of gotten in. A few jump overboard, but more terrifyingly, a few of them start screaming and then they run into the flames.
Nice.
Oh.
Basically just like completely like stark raving mad, and they just like turn around and run into the fire. Yeah, the boat is in complete disarray. Like the deck is just like a sea of flames at this point. You're in your own anime scene in there because you're untouched by all that fire.
Yep.
Everybody else is. Everybody who's further back, you clearly see the Manowar light on fire. The top deck is basically just a sea of flame. The big Rethold, you actually see the set of wings coming off of the main sail. You hear some good Amon Amarth in your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe enslaved.
Yeah. Did that.
Yeah, Marlena,
Oh, wait.
whip noodles down. Genia, you're now below deck. You feel the heat up, and you see a single person
Yep.
by that cannon, wearing what looks to be like scholarly robes, maybe. Person looks like they could be like the kind of person you would see like at one of the universities, maybe.
Oh, you're going down with this ship. You're the first person I'm going to kill.
Yep. Evine, where are you in all this chaos?
I think I'm looking for that operator.
Yeah, so you're in the same spot that Genya
Yeah,
is.
that's who I just found.
That's
Yeah.
You're like
Genya, you don't see Evine step out of the shadow behind this
yeah,
guy.
you just heard the you okay there? From the moment you clipped your head and then no Evine. Just
You good, bro?
yeah. There are a few gunnery deck attendants in here as well, but as Marilena described, there's almost like a bubble around this cannon that they're not approaching. This is the gun deck, so it's dark, it's hot. A bunch of them are like barefoot down on this level because it's swelteringly hot. A bunch of them look incredibly confused at seeing you, Genya, but they're not exactly sure what to do about it.
So am I on the lowest deck then?
There's a
One more between?
There's a level below, but you're on the deck where the cannon is. You
Okay.
can actually see it. You see the attendant, same as Evine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll be.
I'm going to rip it out of the wall.
You're gonna rip the weapon out.
Yes. I'm just gonna
must
pull
rip
it up and
Yeah.
just rip and throw.
You can actually see it in here. Like there is like a cast iron
Yeah.
armature
Yeah.
around it with a couple like pivot points. Like you know how like with a regular cannon,
Yeah.
like, there's a couple pivots so you can
So, yeah.
so you can tilt it up and down.
Yeah.
There's those pivot points, but there's like literally like a big old cast iron frame
Yeah. No, it's
to
all
keep
going
it in place. So
down. It's all going down.
time to bend iron.
Okay. I'm gonna spend another hero point. No, I was already using strength of 10, wasn't I?
Yeah, I believe so. You
Okay.
invoked it last time to fight people on deck.
Yes.
So because we paused, but this is
Yeah.
still the same scene,
Okay.
that will count.
I'm gonna. Do I have anything else that's a big one for here? Right, breaker doesn't really count. Okay, no, I'll just use. I'm just gonna rip it out of the wall, and like. So hopefully it'll just go through the floor. And because I'm gonna sink this shit.
Yeah.
Period.
You're gonna use it as a way to poke a hole in the ship.
Yeah. So rip it out. No, you can't use it, and wham
Yep.
down to the lower deck.
Did Rethel tell you to keep the cannon, or are you just gonna
No, he
Yes.
has to wait for that.
We can get it later. It's fine.
No one told Jen
fish it out of
shit.
the bay?
Rethel didn't even want to go over here, but he was like, "We need to deal with this before I can continue my." And then I saw everyone was over there. I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool."
No,
so I'm
no.
about to return to my previous business once
Yeah.
this is resolved.
Yeah.
Okay, Brawn and Brawl.
And Rethel has seen what Marlene is capable of. So if it goes to the bottom of the bay,
Yeah.
that's fine. We can still get it.
If you look, you see Marilyn just cartoon
yeah,
noodle
just sort of, yeah.
into the bottom of the ship. Like she just like slips like. Leandro looks very concerned.
It's a Y.
Yours was the one I was least concerned about.
Yeah, you're sort of fading in and out of consciousness there, Marilyn. You feel somebody's holding you at the bottom of the boat.
I'm pretty much
You hear
Not gonna force things one way or another. I'm just gonna write it for now.
you hear your name being called.
Yeah, you gotta stay on the city 8 seconds or it doesn't count.
Yeah. Evine, the woman that's with you is about to rip that cannon from its armature, so you have
That'll
forward.
fix the problem.
There's still the person that was operating it. From the look of them, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much to prevent this from happening.
What is that awesome flaming
But-
lady from?
I have no idea. I put anime fire in the gift finder.
That is the coolest shit. Like, I want to watch that. What the fuck is that?
The person may or may not, though, have information about this cannon, so
6.
up to
I
you.
will aim to detain.
All
I
right.
just pull the cat out of my pocket and hold it up and be like, "You're coming with me, or else."
Just hold the cat like a gun. Like you're coming with me.
Stick 'em up, everybody. I'm robbing this place.
Yep. As you point the cat, it just like
Nobody move. Ain't nobody.
just licks its lips.
Threateningly.
Yep.
Well, this is the
You got a spread.
9876543
Wow, you get a full bingo card.
Yeah. I have some-
Yahtzee.
Alright, that's 15.
But the D8 is actually like a
15.
maritime, like doubloon.
16.
Fancy mermaid.
Yep.
Oh, she's like an Ursula.
Yeah. Like a
That's okay.
Cicalia. Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Nice.
We are here to kill everything.
Yep. The whole deck is on fucking fire.
You are not gonna fire this fucking bullshit shit at my friends. You're gonna be on the bottom of this ocean.
Yep.
And if you had plans, but
No discussion. Everybody on this
No
ship
plans
just
for
fucking
you.
dies.
No. Guilty by association.
Right?
Done.
Yep.
Like you chose this life.
I thought I was just here to catch a mustache, but
We were only following orders. All we heard was yodeling. We didn't even know there was a war.
Are we the baddies?
oh yeah,
more the baddie to someone.
I'm a
certainly.
different kind of Betty.
yeah.
Two baddies, one man of war.
Way better song, in my opinion.
Right?
So much cooler than a Porsche.
Nailed it. Jorge beatboxes in the distance.
Boots cats. The only way I know.
Yep. The basic level.
Hey.
Beatboxers are fucking crazy nowadays.
Right?
Jesus Christ. Just fucking insanity. Jimena, what action do you take into the inferno you've created of this deck?
I don't know. She's thought that far ahead.
Yeah,
I think the sight of people randomly like yeeting themselves into like sea or flame
That sort
I
of
see
startled you just a
would
little.
kind of take her out of it a little
it's
bit.
like a sobering
Like she's
moment.
still like fuck all y'all, but at the same time she's like that's not the response that usually happens.
I see her very calmly just walking through and just touching everything and spreading the fire. Like that's what.
Yeah.
This.
Just
Well,
walking like goddess walking through
Yes.
the middle of flames.
Yeah.
I feel like no, there would definitely be like a moment of like, well, that's an odd thing,
there's
and then be
still-
like, just kind of like, meh.
There's still regular responses and chaos, and people are trying to
Yeah.
find the captain. Who knows where the captain is?
I think just to add, I think she would just draw her sword, which is also on fire,
Yep.
and just start slashing and stabbing at beezies, just being like,
Continue cleaning the deck.
basically, it's like, no,
Finesse.
all y'all.
You can do finesse weaponry, or I'll let you do it with panache if you want, just to be like, this is, hello gentlemen, this is a cleansing.
If you haven't figured that out already or know what to tell you.
Have you heard about our good Lord Theus? You're about to find out if you go to him or if you go to the other blaze.
So many 4s. I roll though.
You got all your 10s on setting the fucking ship on
I
fire.
still got 10s. I'm just. It's 4.
Ayaka Kagari.
Oh, did
Bless
fi-
you.
Did you find a fucking anime? Is that-
Ayaka Kagari, the Fire Witch.
I also did. It's from Witchcraft Works. I just sent a link.
Good job, Amanda.
I lensed it. I was like, wait a second, we have technology for this.
Right. We live in the fucking future.
Yeah.
Do we
Surely no.
It's
also
dystopian,
lensed
but.
it.
What was that? Was that Rabbit?
I also lensed it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, we don't have to fucking give ourselves brain aneurysms like we used to do,
Which we still do anyway.
trying to
Well,
fucking
yeah,
remember
because
the
we
shit.
try to, because that's a.
10 this time.
I'm gonna find it in the
Slightly
encyclopedia.
less.
Fuck all y'all.
Still.
Slightly
Going through
less
my
like
mind
God
palace.
mode.
The rage has depleted ever so slightly.
Just from
Yeah.
the slight.
The-
From the startling.
this amount of murder has sated me somewhat.
Has it? I think it's mostly just the oddness of suddenly people being like, yes, please. And you're like, no, you're not supposed to like it. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they clearly don't. Running into the flames is not a like. It's clearly not a yes, please. It's yeah.
It's like, well, that's. I feel like that's sinister in some way, but I'm busy. I've got other things to
Yeah.
worry about right now.
It's like I can't sign myself.
You
my,
put a hole
my,
in the boat. This.
Yeah.
I can't sign myself. My arm is busy stabbing fools right now. So I'll sign myself later. Do a couple of rosaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the necessaries.
Yes.
The minimum amount of necessary rosaries. Those are always minimum.
Even let's go with the finesse and I guess like brawl. If you're trying to subdue. In my head, you just pull out a sack.
Just
Cramp
The sack the cat
you just
was in
black
before.
bag them.
Yep. It's like, well, this is my stuff sack. Let me get my people sack.
We're going to send you to Fantasy Guantanamo.
I mean, you can always toss the cat in the sack if you want.
I thought the
You
cat
just
was
tie
in the
it.
sack.
Tie it at the
I think the
top.
cat wants to be in the sack.
I mean, we let the cat out of the bag.
See?
Yeah,
I literally wrote that in my notes just now. So
I'll
Which,
go see myself.
cat in the
now.
bag. Like we let the cat out of the bag, or
yeah.
Levine let the cat out of the bag.
Let is a big word.
Yeah.
And that cat
Invited.
goes-
Yeah, you made a pact with the cat.
the cat goes pretty much wherever the fuck it wants. No cat door necessary. Alright,
For
so
real, for real. No cat.
you got 10.
Oh no.
Straight lesson.
Virginia, you got 16.
Yeah.
Straight person.
Am I doing things?
No, well,
I
you're,
think I'm
you're
pretty much
incapacitated. Your nose bleeding.
Yeah.
Rethold, you're going back to your previously scheduled program.
Okay,
You
wait. I do have a thing I might want to do, because I'm still not entirely sure how the stuff works. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I need to try to do some damage control and not let it go too far. Okay, this seems to make kind of nuts. We've got this now.
You cast that message into the ether. You're not exactly sure.
I'm trying.
Does
Yeah,
a
yeah.
city know mercy?
Yeah.
Not if it's threatened. But yeah.
Yeah. So what? So. Yeah. As fast as it
You have
as
a
it
trust-
started,
You have a trust mustache on your shoulder.
as fast as it started, it's over. I'm like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So, I kind of swing the guy back down and sort of like, I basically strap him to the wheel. I think did I already try talking to him in Vestin
Yes.
and it didn't register?
There was like some broken Vestin back. Like it was imperfect, but he can understand Vestin.
Yeah, and I basically I take the rock with the rune on it and I shove it into his mouth,
Yes.
breaking whatever it breaks.
Oh yeah.
as it lodged there, and I let him know invest, and I'm like, we all have a fate, we all have a destiny. I hope you've made peace with whatever gods you like. Hopefully it's not a warrior one, because I'm not going to give you that death. And in case you're not sure, I tell him on this night, 20 some or 10 years ago, 3 months, 28 days, you were off this coast, and my family raided your ship, and you got us back. And you know what? I respect that. That's not what this is about.
What?
This is about the man you shot in the back and then refused to give me the warrior's death I deserved as well. And I show him the braces. I was like, these are what that man was wearing when you shot him in the back. And that is why I need them to go here. And then I just jam my fists into his belly.
Yes.
Yep.
And I don't think I really need a brawn roll for that one.
You don't. You had 20 years
Yeah.
of Inigo Montoya practice
First.
Yeah.
I spent my time in Azkaban.
to think about that moment as you shoved a stone into his mouth. There's a little bit of resistance. It doesn't last long. It breaks a few things.
Yeah.
And you see, as your hands enter him.
Yeah. Yeah, from the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
They're
eat
getting
people. Don't look at me like that.
It doesn't
You
fucking
people.
take any fucking part of the story people could write fucking fanfics about it. I don't care. So between any which way of the character, like this one would be a popular ship, like the Rethold mustache.
Oh yeah, it's a
hate relation.
yeah,
Oh,
of course, absolutely, yeah.
Enemies to lovers is everybody's favorite.
Oh
trope.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I enjoy it.
You see in his eyes the flicker of recognition
Okay, good.
and fear, as the feeling is quite grody.
Yeah. And I just sort of let the intestines wrap around the wrist and sort of hold them up for him.
Yep. Rethold is in full heathen mode. Fortunately, Jimena's not there to see
Yeah,
that.
Jimena's busy burning people to a crisp on a different ship,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
she's barbecuing.
Wonder
over on
heathens unite.
Yep.
Once I see the
Once you get
once
your
I see the
bracelets.
stitching
Yep.
fully saturate, and he's obviously
Oh,
figured out what this was all about.
Yep.
I just sort of like release his guts
Yep.
You
and
can have
step away.
Yep.
And I let everyone on the ship know that we're gonna scuttle it in a bit.
Yeah. There's a lot of horrified faces among the crew as you literally just with your hands
Yeah.
disemboweled their captain.
While he's still alive.
Well, he's still
And
alive.
he is still whatever.
Oh yeah.
However long that's gonna take, that's fine. But
Sadly, yeah,
Ah, shook to the...
yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, no, yeah.
But he
But
hangs
worse,
on for a
because that
little
would have
bit
killed him, and I'm like, no, he doesn't get that.
to. We'll move this along, but basically his guts hit the deck, then he does, and he hangs on for, a little bit past that, just groaning with a stone in his mouth.
And whoever's on the ship gets the breath after I give the order before I blow the horn, because they'll help with the rest.
Oh yeah, 100%. You get, as you blow the horn and start to see figures coalescing again. If you look back towards the man you left on the deck, you see an outline around him that vaguely looks like his form, but then sets of hands drag that outline down below deck.
Yeah, he's not moving up the tree. No,
Down far below.
Yeah, he might spend some time in the roots.
Yep.
I was like, is this like that scene from Ghost?
Oh god, with the
Yeah,
weird
sort
little...
of. With the weird like moaning, like
Yeah.
like
Yep.
it's so that movie was not well. That movie has some grody-ness to it that it has no business having because like when he gets murdered, you're like, oh god, like this is weirdly fucking real.
So, what should I roll to know whether or not I should go get the rock? Or if I'm good to leave the rock?
Roll me.
I was thinking
a-
wits plus, I mean, sailing, but this isn't like maybe
I think
scholarship
that,
or-
yeah, I think scholarship or sailing I could see, because sailing also has like a lot of the myths and legends, right? Like you
Okay.
can
as long as you're giving me the okay, because
Yes,
that
yes,
feels a
yes.
little like cheating because of how many dice it is.
The way the system works is that there's not a lot of skills, so like a lot of them could have overlap technically, right? Especially if it's knowledge based. You could basically do a medicine roll potentially with sailing if you're like, yeah, I was a ship surgeon, right?
Everything gets fixed with a curved hook and a
Yeah, basically.
and fishing line.
It's specifically like boat medicine,
God.
right?
Oh,
Amanda just messaged me and told me my mom told me that scene from Ghosts was real. With them dragging the.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
you can believe that.
That's what happens to people, Amanda, when you vote blue. That's what happens.
When you don't listen to RFK Jr.
Oh my god.
And his brain worm.
There's
Dear
there's
God.
there's fucking like black shapes that come to drag you to hell.
I watched that movie too.
I saw it
Also
in
made me
Chick Track.
watch whatever that witch movie with Jack Nicholson is.
Oh, the Witches of
Witches of
Eastwick.
Witches of Eastwick.
Witches of Eastwick. And she's like, yeah, it's real. Don't ever. I was like 6 at the time.
Oh yeah,
Just don't ever tell anyone your fears.
yeah.
It'll happen.
That movie,
Isn't Angelica Hudson in this?
yeah,
Houston, yeah.
because
Someone was passing out chick
Michelle
tracks at
Pfeiffer.
anime. It was
and-
fascinating.
Share Michelle Pfeiffer and
I was like, oh,
Bette
tight.
Midler? No.
No,
Collect the whole
Sarah
set.
Michelle Pfeiffer
I just want the
and
Dark Dungeons one because it makes me laugh.
I can see her in my face.
I can. It's like a blonde, brunette, and a redhead, and the blonde is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Eastwick.
8.
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon.
Yes.
Again,
Yeah.
we could have looked this up
I just did.
immediately.
The moment she said
We
Susan
just-
Sarandon.
So I've never actually seen that entire movie. I remember a specific scene from it because my mom was watching it, and I happened to be in the room at the time of like there's like
was it the cherry stem scene?
it's where so there's a snake.
Okay,
Something
yeah.
happens with a snake.
Right.
But I was never scared of the Joker specifically as a child. I was scared specifically of Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah.
And that
Fair.
movie like
Yeah.
solidified that
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
he's the devil in that movie. And I
Yeah.
just remember there being like a snake, I think maybe in a fruit bowl or something there
Yeah.
was a snake. And then he was there being like eyebrows. And I was like, no, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And to this day I'm still kind of frightened of Jack Nicholson.
He's a terrifying man. So yes,
He is the devil,
100%.
yes.
An evergreen horror.
Yeah, that's right. I just remember that scene with like Angelica Houston like taking off her wig, right?
Oh, that's
from
from
The Witches.
The witches.
Yes, yes, yes.
The witches.
Separate, but
Yeah, separate. Remember
Again,
that?
so like I watched
with
Ghost,
the big nose and everything.
and
Oh.
I saw the demon things dragging him down to hell, and I was like, "That's the coolest shit I ever fucking seen." There's something wrong with me, but it made me a nice person, so we're okay.
So the part that freaked me out watching that, because my child brain was convinced that everything could fucking kill me, wasn't so much that his soul wasn't like the weird black things that drag his soul to hell. Like those were creepy to me. The fact that he died by like falling on a shattered window,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's it. I can never be around windows
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like
The weird like accidental deaths.
Yeah.
to this day, I still get nervous around sliding glass, like automatic glass doors, because I watched 13 Ghosts in high
Oh, yeah,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh god, it's today the day I get bifurcated by fucking glass
Good word.
doors.
Good word.
Yeah.
Nice vocab.
For your
I mean-
for your childhood trauma, good vocab.
That's why this eyebrow grows differently from the other eyebrow. I fell on the track of a sliding glass door when we had one, because this
Yeah.
archway used to be a sliding glass door.
I
That's why my eyebrows grow different.
I had like a fucking like tetanus nightmare as a kid because
Oh yeah.
grew up in the boonies and I fell on a fucking nail like a
Yep.
roll busted.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
it hit like basically like my calf. It poked
Ooh,
into the
oh,
bone,
no,
right?
no.
So
Mine went through my heel.
good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Bodies are so fragile.
Yeah.
That's not. That's not the best way to cap this conversation. but-
All right. So do I rip a magic cannon out
Oh,
of the ground?
100%.
No.
Yeah, you grab
No way.
the armature and then you pull, and you hear like the grinding and the screeching of metal, and then the wood gives way first. Like all the spots where like the armature are nailed
Yeah.
start to pop out until you pull the frame, and it twists, and eventually like you just pull enough that the cannon like sort of rolls, and then you're just like. Yeah, both arms out. Like this thing is like probably like 15, 16 feet long.
Yes.
This close, it is clearly made of some kind of stone. The stone feels natural.
Is this like when I was in the house?
Yep.
Okay.
It is
The
carved
cannon makes out of stone?
Yeah.
very intricately.
Yeah.
Like your eye can actually appreciate like, oh yeah, there's like intricate carvings.
Ooh, how pretty.
There's
How
actually
cute.
like people on this. Like if you took time to like study the carvings, which you won't, but if you did, there's probably like you can probably like get some glimpses of what this is meant to represent. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's got a whole story on it.
yep. But yeah,
Cool.
it's heavy. And it's right now like it's stone, but it's like oddly like warm. It feels very warm in your hands.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yep.
I don't want to talk to it like I did in the house. Because that fucked me up.
Lessons learned.
Yeah. I might not be the brightest Usuran on this ship, but
Fool me once.
no, I'm not doing that again. No, I'm gonna punch a hole. I'm gonna break the boards under it so it crashes down and down through the bottom of the ship.
Perfect. Evine, did you get the finesse roll to capture or otherwise?
I didn't hear the roll.
So sorry. We're doing multiple threads at the same time. so
What? You couldn't tell what we were talking about when we were talking about not the game?
We're
We never do
triggering.
that.
We're triggering everybody who has any sort of brand of ADHD right now, including me.
I think that's like literally every single person at this table.
Yeah.
Just different levels of spicy.
Yeah, basically, it's just different flavors.
Yeah.
We're all nervous.
We're all ADHD ramen with different flavor packets.
I'm
That's
a
basically what it is.
I'm a
Flavor packets.
salsa verde. I know what's going on.
I'm Pico de Gallo.
I kind of want to be a dopo flavored. I
There you
can
go.
stand with that.
I'm ramen that's somehow ketchup chips flavored.
Yeah.
Did you just like crush ketchup chips and put it in with your ramen?
Probably.
You probably.
If you
did.
collected you could do that. You collect the fucking dust at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
Just like a soup thickener. You don't use
Yeah.
You just don't
Baking
use the
soda.
flavor packet from the ramen. You just dump the.
I knew a dude when I was in college that would basically like grab the flavor packet and grab like the raw noodles and he would pour that in
Yeah, and
there
then
and
just
just like
eat.
crush them.
Yeah, well, that was a big thing here.
Yeah.
And he was just eating
That's
them
how you
like
knew
that.
you were the cool kid.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
what we did in elementary school, and I don't understand nowadays why it was cool, but
Maybe
it
the
was.
rule did not apply because that guy wasn't cool. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no. That's how you knew you
Gwen
were
told me
cool
that's
here.
what they do in prison.
That's how you know it's cool.
I mean, that makes
That
sense.
makes
I
a lot
mean, there
more
are a
sense
lot
in
of
prison.
things from when we were kids that like started in prisons and then became like the cool thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and it was mostly just white people imitating.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, it makes me seem hard. Like, no,
No, it's not
No.
what you think.
no, it doesn't.
Good try.
No, Jordan. I don't think there's anything that you can do that will make you hard.
That's a 10 from Evine.
All right. The scholar looks horrified as you rip the cannon from its armature, and then the scholar starts screaming as they are stuffed into a sack.
Yeah.
So you have a sack with a scholar in it. Now, Evie.
This is my favorite opening to a book.
Yep.
Sack with the skull.
Scholar sack.
Oh no.
You can tell that this person is not the most confrontation ready because the reaction to getting stuffed in a sack is a little bit of moving and thrashing about, and as the moment you like hold the lip and sort of throw it over your shoulder, you hear a soft little whimper as the person stops moving.
They're like, oh.
Yep.
I like the part where he stopped moving.
Another whimper. It's a little bit hard to divine whether or not this was meant as a threat. So there's just like a little that comes from your bag.
Now play nice.
Scholar sack.
All
I
right.
wrote that down.
Oh no.
Jenya, feel free to roll me another brawn brawl to scuttle. Basically, javelin toss a cannon to the bottom of the ship.
I feel like
because
it's
that's
more like wham.
Oh yeah. You can use
Yeah,
it
its
as a
own
club.
weight will.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point you're carrying like so you can probably like swing it like a club. You're sort of holding it by the
Just fucking body slam the cannon. Just off the ropes.
Yep.
Yep. You're sort of holding it by the narrower side right now because you're closer to the lip. So,
I've got to pick out all my my specialties.
Jimena panic up front, and you're basically just going around cleaning house. Some people are trying to get back order after this and staying away from the flames.
Clean house.
These ones die first.
Yep. It's like, who are you? Stop.
Just let it happen. You don't need to cry. It's fine.
You just
Yup.
Crying
okay,
will
it's
only
okay,
make
it's
it
okay.
burn hotter.
Just let it
I'll be
happen.
over soon.
Just let it happen.
Yay! The intrepid warrior returns.
Yeah.
Stupid DoorDash taking their stuff to where I ordered it instead of where
Why the heck can't they read your mind? What's up
Right.
with that?
Fuck you for having an accurate service.
Right. Okay. Well, sorry, all the ice is melted, so
That's okay.
Yeah.
We understood.
I don't know which is which. Other
Strawberry
than I
one
already,
is mine.
Other than I already
No,
drank
not
mine.
the other one.
The milky?
That's
milky
probably
one.
Sally's. That looks like a Sally drink.
This one?
Yes.
That
Mine doesn't have boba, it has pudding.
that pink one.
So this is another looks like
that
passion
looks
fruit
like
thing.
Sally's.
Looks like a salad. I think this one's mine.
Because I had a passion fruit thing, but mine was larger.
And a Thai
Yeah.
tea.
I have a Thai tea.
No.
That's mine.
There you go.
Okay. And
Capri Suns.
Yay.
Oh, this one got fucked up.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
you asked for a sweater.
I did.
Jared
Well,
threw his
pandemonium
phone on the
happened when
ground.
you were
It's not
gone.
my dad.
That's not my dad. That's a cell phone.
Happy birthday to the.
I mean, I just passed out. That's nothing big.
I still have ice.
Oh, good. I ordered mine with less ice.
I ordered mine regular
I
ice.
also do.
My straw is defective.
Oh no.
In the drawer under the silverware, I have like 50,000 boba straws.
Yay!
Yeah,
I feel like it's such a
replacement.
smart thing. I can't. I remember times where we ordered the boba and the straw
didn't
doesn't
come
work,
with
and then we're
Yeah.
sad.
Well, we've ordered boba before where they just straight up didn't give us straws.
Okay, then.
How do we?
Nice.
How do I do this?
How do we do it?
And yet,
Okay, what did I miss?
I'm so sorry, Amanda.
Pandemonium.
She was once in my car. She didn't have a boba straw, and I didn't have any
you
extras.
got
in
put
my
on
car.
guard duty for
She never let me forget it.
Yeah, Marlena
the
passed out.
wizard casting too hard and passing out.
Okay.
Well, I told the city, hey, this cannon is full of, or this ship is full of people that really hate you, and they've got this weapon that's going to destroy the city if we don't do something about it. So, she basically made a bunch of people insane on that ship, and they started jumping into the fire that,
Yeah, the
That-
city.
Yeah, Humana had made-
Human torched herself over onto the man o' war that had the spooky cannon.
Oh, okay.
And then I
And
got
then,
15
fire
raises to set
Jesus.
the top deck on fire.
Okay.
Speaking of 15 raises,
Yep.
right here.
Alright, there you go.
And then she fire breathed everything, and then people started throwing themselves into the fire, and she had a moment to be like, huh, that's a weird thing to do, and then she just started stabbing people with her flaming sword.
Okay, fair enough.
You are within view, though, of Rethold
Oh, I guess.
disemboweling a guy with his bare hands.
Not. I mean, yeah.
As opposed to watching
That was an accessory of.
this
Yeah.
one disembowel people with her bare hands.
You bought us boba, so you get to live.
This is that dad joke content you subscribe for.
You missed the part where she birded through a porthole and kind of did a ricochet.
There was a
Bonk! Quack!
yeah. She flew through the porthole, but like didn't quite calculate enough, so the bird went in, and there was like a.
It was not, in fact, nothing but net.
I made a calculated risk, but man, am I bad at math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jenny,
If this is the head canon, though, Genia, you will have part of your hair missing.
Yeah.
As part of this. There's just
You got a cool side cut.
Yeah.
cool side cut.
Yeah.
Except right now it's kind of bleeding.
I was gonna say,
a bit.
if I got it due to an injury, it will grow back by tomorrow. But if I did it myself, it would stay cut.
Yeah.
So it was
Yep.
injury.
So you have a cool
So you mean like
bleeding
vampire
undercut.
Yeah, because Matushka will heal my injuries.
Okay.
So if I lost it due to an injury, then it'll grow back. But if I cut it myself,
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, I don't think Ricardo knows that he's never going to die because of the pact his wife has made.
Well, he knows. I mean, Zhenya has let on in front of him that she doesn't think she'll ever die.
There's
No, I
a,
figured that was a foregone conclusion. So,
Yeah.
there's
and
a
I
scene.
can't see you ever letting go of him.
But so I've written this fan fiction in my brain already, and the Choose Your Own Adventure has two things where she keeps him alive with her,
I wrote
but
both.
eventually,
Yeah.
but eventually he'd be like, Zhenya, I'm tired, and then she's
Right.
gonna have to make the decision to let him die because it's what he wants.
It's like Russ and Annie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have to make the decision to let him go because it's what he wants, but then it's like, do I keep living without him, or am I like,
How do I live?
or I'm like, no, Matushka, my husband is dead, I'm done too. I don't want to be here no more.
But that's the point where you just fully ascend into being a nature spirit.
So
That's the
one
third.
of the weird
that's the
little
sequel.
endings.
So in the Encyclopedia Herulica, this is the fourth variation of the timeline.
You go from being endgame Russ to being endgame Fred. Is
So
what happens.
essentially,
Yeah.
Zhenya
Yeah.
becomes the grandmother Willow that he's buried under.
Nice.
And Game Fred in his
Yes.
skeleton mecha.
But who then becomes the genus loci of fucking Yellowstone? Did we say it was Yellowstone or was it Yosemite? Yosemite, yeah. The first, because it's the first.
Because you just earth melded and went south a few miles.
Yeah.
And,
I was
we're
like-
like, this seems nice.
And everybody's all like, oh, why do people keep dying when they go to Yosemite? Oh, because
The
this
blood
guy
tax.
owns it. Friends!
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm disrupting you guys.
Well,
No,
nice,
I've
nice
decided that
antlers.
You've
for
been
me.
at the
Jenny
table.
that
Thanks, I
dies
made
just
them myself.
capitalizes, becomes a tree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then all their ancestors gather around the tree on the anniversary of their death
Yep.
and pray.
Once on this island.
There's a
Only less
scene
racist.
where like Ricardo's like the realization finally hits him, where like Genya and Ricardo are like sitting on their porch, and suddenly like Ricardo is like, "Shit, how old are we?"
We don't know anymore.
A car drives by and you're like, what the fuck? It's not even like an old-timey car, it's like a Nissan.
Fucking American tourists.
But it's now Portugal.
It's so far in the future that it's
Yeah.
no longer fantasy Europe. It's just
Basically.
actual Europe.
Yep.
But somehow this one little town has survived everything.
Yep. Basically, that house stayed the same.
Okay, well, so I'm on Mega Man duty right now, so...
Yeah, you. Leandro's also there, like just worrying about his spouse, so he's not looking. But basically, the Manowar has caught fire. You see from where you are, like you can't see the details, but the lip of the giant cannon just got whisked inside.
It went a little. Whoop.
Yep.
It became a
It just-
guinea.
It just turtled in. It got scared.
It was suddenly cold.
I hear that I have effective.
I've seen
Jump
that
into a
happen
pool.
for singing in the morning. It happens to everyone.
It's
It's very
perfectly
cold.
natural.
It's very cold in Iceland.
Also,
When you get out the tent, and
Also, everyone's on the longboats because I gave the call to
okay.
abandon ship because this one was about to be scuttled, and then ghosts showed up.
Oh, neat.
yeah.
So and
Wait,
then
ghosts on our side or ghosts
my
again?
ghost.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
your ghost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ghosts on our side.
Okay.
He blew the horn.
I did a little toot toot,
Yep.
a little doot doot, and
The Aragorn.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to say.
yeah, little.
What was that, Amanda?
As long as they don't have stories or quests for me, we're good.
Only if they have complete stories for you?
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're not those kind of ghosts. And yeah, I got an 8 to see whether or not I should hold on to my jar of dirt.
Yeah. No, you can let that.
I can let that stone go.
Yeah.
Okay. I just passed a stone.
You get a feeling
Oh, no.
that
Into this guy's mouth.
shoved into that member. Yeah,
No, I don't like it
it's a
anymore.
weird German website. Like
Your people are from there.
We don't claim this.
Just because we have a certain sense of fashion doesn't mean. Cool.
yeah, you have the feeling it
Okay.
is precisely
Ah.
where it needs to be.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. There was another version of this where I put it behind his head gently, like a pillow, before I ripped his guts out.
Oh, I thought you were going to smash his head into it, so it pushed
That was another one. You know, there was a few versions.
Jenny is
You know.
much more
I
like.
also had several versions of this fanfic.
Breton had like 2 decades of like thinking about.
Yeah, but
gonna
he
happen.
only got The Rock recently. Like he had to incorporate that into the. It was like, oh, man, now I've got notes.
Yeah, not gonna throw my. I gotta throw my fucking script out.
Yeah, it's like my editor was like, there should be a rock.
Fucking continuity errors.
I got a rock.
You put in this rock, I'll publish it. Fuck.
Put a dolphin in it.
Put a bird on it.
Giant spider.
Vekun.
Well, Evine, you see this happening. Jimena, you feel this happening. There is a large boom near the bottom of the ship, followed by a lot of creaking, some panicked noises from the hold, and then the sea level sort of gets closer.
Oh, and I was like, oh, haha, time to fuck off.
So I'm trapped under the ship as it's flooding. Mm-hmm. Do I get a hero point for sticking to the plan, even if it's a danger to myself?
Yes.
Sounds like
Because you're in an enclosed space right now, and you just created a fucking geyser at the bottom of the
Because
ship.
it doesn't say anything about not considering the results of your actions.
It doesn't.
You don't want that.
No, the consequences of my actions.
Yep. You're like, I'm gonna scuttle this ship with this cannon, and you did it. you know.
Oh,
Yep.
It's like,
So now
oh,
you're-
right.
Now you're trapped between water and fire.
It's a good thing I got that hero point because now I can turn
Here's a
into a bird
question:
again.
Can you simply just not touch the water?
I can be in it, but it could pull me under.
It's a Poseidon Zeus situation.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I'm in it, it's like, oh, she's a sitting duck. Get her.
Okay,
Just,
how far away
Where were
is...
those band-aids at? Okay.
in the whole closet.
So I can't
I'll
see her. She's out.
There's a
She's
bit of a
enclosed.
movie
in the
She's
Yeah. I just-
under.
I'm
She's
inside.
in the ship's
Yvine
hold.
is with me, so Yvine can
Okay.
see me.
We saw her.
I'm above
We saw her
I'm
bounce
the
into
same.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I just need a little one.
Here's the thing: Draconison floats,
Yeah.
which means
It
I'm
does?
effectively wearing
Wow.
a surfboard
Which is hilarious.
Are you the Silver Surfer?
that I can throw at high speeds. It's a razor sharp surfboard, so
Yep. You're gonna surf on a sword.
Dude, do you remember when Razor Sharp Surfboard opened for
I remember when Razor Sharp Surfboard opened for Draconison. It was a hell of a show.
Nice.
Fucking
Would you like the new?
Yeah, but it's like
story?
30 years later, and now they're gonna do a free show out of the boardwalk.
well. I mean,
Also, like,
Marcus Friedrich isn't in the party anymore, or he's not in the
As one
band
does.
anymore.
Also, fucking Sabaton was there. God damn it.
I thought Razor Sharp Surfboard was more of a ska band, but like apparently they're more of a heavy.
No, they do all kinds of stuff. That's the thing. They're like early fucking. Damn it! I was going.
My
somewhere
brain
with
goes
this.
to Rancid
Yeah.
or some 41.
Oh yeah.
No, I was gonna say
Sublime.
it goes. No,
Rancid.
they're like
Operation
early.
Ivy.
Fuck. I have it in my head, and you keep saying different bands.
Sorry.
No, it's
We'll
okay.
stop.
Early Panic at the Disco, where like their second album is entirely different from their first one.
And I'm the only person alive that
And the only
likes that
person alive.
album.
Hey, you played it for me. I enjoyed it. But also, I had no real super strong ties to the original Panic, like the original album in the first place. And now Brendan Urie fucking sucks. So
Yeah.
I mean, he always sucked. It's just.
But now it's like
Now we all
When
know.
it's
now it's more
confirmed how
Now
much.
it's just confirmed.
Yeah, that's always a bummer.
Now
That's
we know
right,
the
Internet.
exact brand of suck.
this is the official Centaurs Brendan Urie hate podcast.
Yep.
I mean, there's a reason why he's the only member left of Panic at the Disco. Because everybody
I'm still-
else fucked off because they were tired of dealing with his bullshit.
I'm still upset that we didn't record that one chat we had at this table when we're not playing a game and we're just talking about old cartoons and animes, and because it was all fucking conversations like this. Exactly like
We gotta do that one of these. We gotta do that again one of these days. Okay, no, never mind. So if I can't see her, so I'm not gonna. I'm just
You
still.
can see her. You see the entire top deck, including the sails of the Manowar, are on fire.
Yeah.
You heard something akin to a detonation just now, and you see the ship is starting to list and sort of go down.
Do I know that you can't swim?
I mean, I can swim.
But I mean, like that.
Yeah, but I'm not
you're
allowed. I
in the
don't.
water.
I don't know.
I don't know that
I'm not
it
sure that I
would've
would know.
come
You know
up.
what?
Yeah.
Maybe because you were there for the chase out into the bay when
I
Sally's
saw-
character had to make Jesus stones through the bay so that she could chase. So
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
you
so
might
that
have
makes sense,
intuited
yeah.
it, but I don't know if you like know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know that like it's ever been.
You
actually
might honestly
told
think
to
I just
you.
can't swim.
Yeah, that's probably more of the thing.
Which
more the
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
50-50?
Yeah.
You have a dozen of the other.
I mean, I grew up next to a body of water, so I can swim. It's just probably not safe.
but the
for me.
nature of the situation, you probably are not aware.
You got Luffy going on.
Yeah. The god of the sea is probably like
Devil fruit.
sugar.
Devil fruit bullshit.
Yep. So yeah,
Play
Yvine,
once too.
Devil for Griffin.
Yvine, you have a very docile person in a sack.
It's like shark tonic. It just goes limp. Whoop.
Yep. Actually,
Involuntarily.
Genya, now that you've scuttled and created the hole, you actually can see Yvine holding a sack that clearly has a shape like a person's butt. Like they're just like rolled into a ball. Like you can see like the butt and the top of the thighs. Like they're just rolled up at the bottom of it. Not
like a-
making a sound.
Like a scaregoat, just goes completely limp. Just boop.
Yep, basically.
Good, good. We need that nerd.
Well,
I mean, I haven't said anything, but Rethel's gonna get that cannon. And we're gonna figure out where to put it.
Well,
And if
I'm
we-
still passed out.
And if this nerd's alive to tell us
think.
how to do it, that
Yeah,
makes it
you
that
wanna
much
pass
easier.
out?
I'm
Because
still
this
passed
cannon
out.
rocks.
Yeah, you're seeing things.
Cool.
That's why.
Retold is gonna get the cannon out of the bay by pointing it at the seafloor and then like shooting it, and he's gonna be.
I'm gonna
He's
write
be
it.
like clinging to it as it comes out of the water.
Okay, actually,
Reverse Doctor
Sally,
Strangelove.
just
Yeah.
fucking
physically large is your character?
I was trying to say, how fat are you, my man?
No. Like I'm saying, like,
Virginia is probably like my height. Like she's like 5'3", 5'2".
so let me say this. Can because they're passed out. She's passed out.
Relatively
So
average
yeah.
for a woman, I guess.
mostly I'm asking because is it feasible that I could like get some like cloth, rope, whatever, basically put her in a friggin' bindle on my back
I think
so that I
so.
can carry
could.
her.
You're
I mean,
Yeah,
technically speaking, I think that's how we met her.
Yeah,
We kind of did that already.
Yeah.
she was
It's
there.
happened more than
She
once.
was the girl in the box.
But she's also
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
she's also in the bow of a boat under her husband, so
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like okay right now where she is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
her
she needed protection.
She's just taking a nap.
Well, she
you
did
were
at
at the moment.
At the time,
Oh,
because
okay.
she was doing the thing, but now the thing is done. She's just passed out because
Yeah.
she used too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Juice. But her husband is there.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to worry about her.
Yeah, it was like basically she went into the avatar state, so you had to make sure she didn't die
Yeah, like I
in
said,
the
she's Mega
avatar
Man.
state.
She
Yeah.
cast
She
explosion
didn't
and now
get
she's
stabbed
passed
by
out.
a rock, and you know.
Okay, so I guess I'm just mostly okay. So I don't really need to do anything. All right.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Well, that's
Just
but
not
whether or not
necessarily
there is
with us.
anything that needs to be done.
Yeah. While 3 ships are on fire, another one is just, you know,
doing lazy circles.
yeah. There's one like sort of like going like they clip the cliff side like at some point like there's weird things happening.
The captain's just there on the deck with
Yep.
the wheel. So
Yep.
like nothing matters.
He's just he's naked.
Pure ennui.
Guess
Yeah.
this
Yep.
is what I'm
I've replaced your blood with ennui.
That's called being French.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
He's Montaigne now.
Yep.
If he
And then there's another boat that's just there because where masts used to be is just now a tangle of wood and ropes. So that ship is
There's now a large
That
tub.
ship has sailed.
yeah. Actually, no. That ship has not sailed anywhere.
That ship will never sail again.
That ship has been desailed.
Yeah, it's just
I
there.
mean,
and
if
there's
it's
so
nice-
much chaos happening that
Well,
you
if
can
it's-
see some of the
It's nice
crew.
enough. It might sail again.
Some of the crew is over there. Like they're clearly like a cargo ship. Like this one doesn't have like much in the ways of
Oh,
weaponry.
that one? Okay.
And there's just like chaos happening around. So you see some of the crews like with their hands on their hips, like just
Like
they're dead in the water, like just kind of like
Or maybe just sort of like hunkered next to the railing, like looking every so
yeah.
often.
It's
We're
just
good?
like
We're
well,
good.
that's
Huh? Okay.
It's
We're
like,
good.
Well,
well,
that sucks.
That's happened.
this is awkward.
When I signed up for the Navy, they didn't tell me this shit was gonna happen.
So yeah, even
Join the Merchant Marines, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
They'll pay for college, they say.
To be fair, it was until today.
fucking Vodache.
It's true. Fuck them.
Well, it's a
Yep.
dual whammy of shitty people because it's a merchant prince, Atabean
Hashtag most Vodache.
company. Yeah, it's basically like take your pick. Shitty Italian men or basically like white people slavers.
New York City.
Pick your brand of shitty.
And we're not
Well-
allowed to not pick one, which really sucks.
Most of them are dead or dying at this point anyway, so
I don't know who did that.
yep. So Jimena, Zhenya,
Yep.
and Evine, you are on the ship rapidly headed for the death because that ship is heavy. So the hole you poked is sizable.
Yep.
Poked.
How close is the closest ship to the ship that's sinking?
Well,
I
Well,
don't care what
Yeah.
state it's in, as long as it is not currently
There's
sinking.
a ship on fire about 50 feet from you.
I mean, that's good then. I mean, the fire doesn't affect me
Yep.
at all.
I was
I'm the
about
one-
to say, like,
I'm the one that set
it's
it
not
on
going to be a
fire,
problem for
probably.
you.
I just don't want to
Slightly
sink.
warm.
Yeah.
Because, to be perfectly honest, despite having been a pirate, I don't know that Jimena can actually swim.
that'd be great.
Because, you know,
You just
the
never
vast
fell in the
majority
water.
of sailors in the olden timey days couldn't swim.
No, it's
Yeah.
true.
You were on a ship the whole time. That
Yeah.
was the
Why would you
point.
need to?
Right?
Don't fucking fall in the water, you dumbass.
Yeah, so I don't know that
Good.
Jimena can actually do that. But,
Sure.
Yeah.
I think what Jimena is going to do is fucking cartoon, like, Sia off the side of the... yeah, and just... It's like, wait, but that ship is also on fire. Like, yeah, that's not a problem for me,
Yeah.
man.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm the one that caused it.
That's a you.
8 wits plus sailing to sort of grok. We only really need one of my longboats to like take that sitting duck ship, right?
Especially now that speed is not,
Yeah.
you know, a requirement. Yes.
So actually, do I have an idea if anyone in these raiding ships has any sort of medical expertise?
Oh,
Like, do I-
very likely. Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna tool these 8 raises to triage. If anyone who has any sort of expertise, beeline it to the bell,
Yep.
and the rest of us are gonna take this sitting tub and use that to pick up whoever either at the burning ship,
Yep.
or is that the burning ship?
Which
Because there's the Vanguard, which is gonna sink. Or
Yep.
sorry, there was the mustache
there's
ship,
the
which is
Vanguard.
going to sink.
There's 3 other ships, and then
Oh, okay.
there's the
Manowar.
Manowar.
Okay.
2 of the 3 remaining ships. Wait, 1 of the remaining ships is on fire. 1 is
Yeah, because
having the zoomies.
Because-
and,
because Jimena,
Oh,
the
no,
one that Jimena
that's
set on
cute.
fire isn't the first ship that we got on with the mustache.
Yeah.
Right.
She went on to a
and the
different
last
ship.
one is basically like dead in the water
Right,
with no
okay.
masts.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then yeah. So Jimena's gonna hop over onto the one that's already on fire, and then I'm gonna send an immediate triage off, and then the other of us are gonna grab this this floundering one to use as a transport ship for whoever gets off of the Man of War.
Perfect. Yeah, you do manage to organize that. You find ship surgeons, people who don't have the training assist with the tasks, and yeah, get that running. You notice that the Sable Ram has also made it to.
What's your husband's
About
name?
one.
Leandro?
Leandro.
Yeah. Like, she's still breathing, yeah?
She is.
Okay.
She's mumbling a bit. I've seen it before, but not necessarily to that degree.
Okay.
I'm gonna wake up changed, aren't I? That's my great.
Maybe.
Good times.
Panache Athletics got
Yep.
a 9 raises.
The
To
cartoon.
just kind of see ya.
Just sail through the air like this.
Yeah, basically like adios puto.
Instead of a nimbus cloud, it's just fire.
Yeah.
Enjoy the eternal damnation, assholes.
Count yourself lucky you didn't get the cat.
I mean, the cat is here, so it's not too late.
That's not too late.
It's never too late to cat.
Yep. That leaves Evine and Zhenya in the hold. Water below, fire above.
Fuck it. Let the Chernabog come for me.
Well,
I bust out into that ocean.
out
I'm gonna swim it out.
and under the water.
Yep.
Oh no! Make a stealth check. At disadvantage. Splishy to splash.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like if I was awake, I'd feel a
No, go ahead,
disturbance in fate
She
right
can-
now.
she
I was
can
just going
use-
to ask. We did. At some point, I think I have transferred other people
Yes.
through
That's what I said.
shadows with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want.
Yeah, if Evene's a
I
Lasombra.
will whisper to the sack, "You're not going to like this." And,
Like a Lasombra.
Oh yeah.
You know.
No, you won't.
I know
Just
these.
butt stuff, shadow person.
I've
You
used
better close your eyes.
I played this character. This
Well,
is the best.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't she in a sack? Like, oh, I guess the shadows could get inside a
Yeah.
sack.
Not open your eyes.
I mean, the sack is full of shadows.
The shadow goes through you. It's
like a tender lover.
yeah, it's
You're gonna choke Megan on her strawberry hearts.
You're like, oh, that Lysander is weird.
Like a spoon.
that's the fun of
Straw's
the
not gonna cut.
that's the fun of the void is it knows you after you travel it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Athletics resolve to swim.
You're gonna swim.
I'm gonna swim it. Come for me,
You're like,
Chernabog.
no. All right.
Evine's like, I could take you with me. Oh, okay.
There she goes.
Oh, well, there she goes. Just
Ah, she did.
splashes. So Evine, you can get out of there. Zhenya, roll me just a straight resolve.
I'm gonna do another wits plus sailing to make a mental note of where this ship is going down for later.
Yes.
So you can go get that cannon.
Hell yeah, brother! That thing fucking rocks.
Literally.
The sheer glee at pointing that thing back at Vidace assholes
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Using it back into the water. Yeah.
oh yeah, oh the shock and awe. You got one shot. It didn't
Yeah.
even sink the ship.
You can mount it.
I mean,
You
it's
can
a
mount
big-
it on the ship.
I mean,
You
it's
can
a-
mount it on the coast.
It's a real big hole, but LaBelle is still afloat.
Yes.
Like it didn't sink.
Okay.
Should have tried harder.
That's right.
You are swimming
Skill
towards
issue.
the ship. And as you get about like 15 feet away from getting into the ship,
You feel something grab your foot. It's seaweed. It's fine.
you swallow some water because you do feel hands dragging you
I'm gonna
down
catch these hands.
into the water.
Well,
And you continue swimming,
Hosier
trying to
starts
keep
playing.
your eye on the prize.
Yep, no.
Because you know
I know what's no. Don't look at them.
You know panic is death.
I've also dealt with mermaids and
Yep.
sirens, so no.
The
Don't
little
look.
death. It will pass through you.
You're so close.
She is starting to struggle.
Surfboard.
You notice her struggling, and it's the weirdest thing because she's doing fine.
Yeah.
She's just like swimming, and then like she gets like 15 feet in and starts to like flounder, but it's like basically like somebody tied heavy weights to her suddenly. Like she's literally struggling to stay above the water. You see the water line, Zhenya, like sort of,
Yeah.
and creepily you feel the touch of ice cold fingers grab and pull at your shirt.
touch. Bad touch.
You hear Zhenya very loudly yell, "I will never turn to you." You're like, no!
Oh yeah, that's comforting.
Roll me a brawn and brawl.
Yeah, everyone watching
Yeah,
thinks
yeah.
this
Okay.
is fine.
Yeah,
4.
Not today, Chernabog.
yeah, basically.
Well, maybe today, Chernabog.
That's a lucky 13 raises.
All right.
So brawn athletics. So I am. He sees Zhenya start to like struggle, and like he did before, leaping onto the roof, he just leaps off into the water and starts taking off like a fucking shark. He is buoyed by the surfboard strapped to his back,
Hilarious.
and
Yeah.
as Zhenya is fighting off whatever is below her, she does feel this large arm scoop up around her.
Five.
I saw that you were in trouble.
Do you have to fight them?
Come with me if you want to live.
Are they emotional mermaids or are they actual mermaids?
It might not be a mermaid.
It's mostly it's the god of the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the sea itself.
Yeah.
Marcus can't see anything.
Yeah, you just see.
Okay.
It just Zhenya seems to be
Me fighting
floundering
against
for no
something.
good reason after having a perfect.
Like,
So you need to flip onto your back and hold her up,
Yeah.
like
Does-
she's in air
yeah.
jail.
We'll get that roll.
You're basically
resolved.
playing tug of war with me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 8.
I mean,
No, I don't like that. 8, 13, 15.
the two strongest characters in the party are like wrestling with the god of the sea.
Yeah.
That sounds about
Just
right.
arm wrestling
Have
with
it.
Poseidon.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. So right before Marcus gets there, like as you say, like I'll never turn to you.
Yeah.
You get yanked.
Bitch!
Like, and basically, like, it's all your strength to just, like, keep yourself up.
Yeah.
Your head goes below the water. You feel like a bunch of other hands, tiny hands, which is even
Oh no.
just grab at you all at the same time, and you just, Marcus, as you're swimming over, like, you see her just, like, just get pulled underwater.
Yep.
And then Zhenya's head like comes back up as you're just fighting for your life. Marcus, you grab her. You feel the resistance as you pull. Like she's got a boat anchor tied to her, and she's going for the depth. But between the two of you, as you struggle, you manage to pull free. Zhenya, you feel again. So many little fingers letting you go. And you finally get pulled towards the ship. That never happens to you.
Yeah.
You're exhausted. You're exhausted as if like you just battled for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Save your strength, Fraulein.
She's Frau now.
That's true, Frau.
Yeah. I'm a
Save
Frau
your,
now.
strength,
Yes.
save your strength, Frau. As Marcus just muscles his way back. He just punches the water to get himself back.
Yep.
Zhenya's in her own personal nom right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just...
As you bring her up deck, like Ricardo immediately comes in and he's just like, "What happened? What?" He just sees the look on Zhenya's face.
I did not know she could not swim. She looked like she was being troubled.
Oh no. Ricardo like immediately gets the recognition. It's like, well, it's not so much that she can't. She shouldn't be. She shouldn't be in the water.
Not over water.
He sits Zhenya down like right by a coil of rope and just like sits next to you. He's just like
She's like in a little ball with her knees to her chest, like shaking, like, they tried. I felt every finger.
yep. Oh no,
I'm just like, no, God.
Marcus saved you. Marcus brought you up. You get like a mouthed like thank
You're
you.
good now. You're good now.
Just mumbling and stirring.
You get like a mouthed.
He does a
thank you
little
from Ricardo.
what is it? A little a cross motion or whatever the whole symbol.
I mean, it's the cross. It just has like a.
Yeah.
So
It has like an extra.
It
An
has,
extra
it has a setting sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
If anybody is looking, you will see that the ship that Zhenya or Jimena, I can't call it. Wow, brain.
There's
We don't know who
Jenya, Jimena
Because
are
yeah.
like get tossed in the same.
The ship that Jimena has just jumped from the man of war onto that was very much on fire. If anyone is looking, you'll notice that the fire just kind of goes out.
she's on fire.
It's just like really smoky
Yeah.
right now. Just like.
But it's like instantaneous. Like it's like, oh shit, that ship's on fire. Then
Yep.
like,
that
oh.
fire got turned off.
Not anymore, I guess.
Yep.
Shit's on fire, yo.
Yeah.
Turn the
If you
gas
want,
off.
like you can do like a few more leaps too and make it to where everybody is at. Marlena, you also regain consciousness with a wicked headache.
I'm just taking a while to get acclimated to where I am now.
Yeah,
Riley and I
it's
both saw some shit.
yeah. Well, you see, most everybody assembled here. You see the mustache very dead.
Wait,
Tumbled.
I thought the mustache was tossed into water.
No, I think he's. Did you toss him?
No, I left him there on the wheel
Yeah,
for
he's
for
on the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we bailed on the ship because it was
that's right.
So
you're not on this ship.
we were on longboats.
Yep, you're heading towards La Belle and Blanche at this point.
Well, some of us were. I sent off whoever had medical,
Yeah.
and then the rest of us were gonna take the cargo ship.
Right.
And so
I mean, I'm more hurt than I normally am, or does it not show?
It doesn't.
Okay.
You're just really pale.
yeah, you got a huge nosebleed.
Yeah.
Look like you were looking.
You just look very pale.
like you were looking at dirty pictures.
Wow.
It's okay. I won't tell your husband who's been standing over you this entire time.
No,
yeah,
all the point I look at is just guys that look like my husband.
Yeah.
Just that kind of person.
Right.
just
You have a running list of actors.
gentlemen with eye patches. No, yeah, we put you on a little stretcher and lift you up onto the ship so that the rocking of the skiff isn't as disturbing to you.
Coincidentally,
I'm
also
really
my sword
hungry.
used for.
I assume I'm really hungry. I lost a lot of blood and energy. And then food!
Amanda, thank you for the
Refractory period.
for the couple. Well, Tony and Amanda.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I need to find.
Turn to the one.
I love it.
The one that Amanda posted, it took me a couple of times when I was watching it, and then I was like,
Tiny
oh.
hands. Oh
You can tell that she's going, shh.
Yep, it's just it's the tender little caress with the tiny little hand.
Okay, we'll stop looking at that now.
Also, that gif, Jaren, every time.
Yeah, it's always useful.
The little hand, its little wiggling fingers. All right, are any of you going to check on La Belle and Blanche, or do you leave that to the triage crew?
I
I mean, Jimena would definitely go over there.
I would like to, but I'm tired.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, as soon as we've got.
Thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
I also thought about it. Take my strong hand.
strong hand.
Yep. Oh,
I saw that one show up.
Get you some of these mashed potatoes.
the fucking thing that gets me every time is how wet it looks. It's just,
So wet.
it's just like shiny. I'm like, ugh. You know exactly how that little hand would feel like.
Yep.
Even Zhenya knows.
Yep. Ugh.
Yeah, as soon as we've got Marlena on the dead ship,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this thing can be towed in. A handful of raiders on here is more than enough to keep people in line
I know.
until a tug can come. And
Different sound.
You have a very good moan of malaise.
the rest of us hop back into the skiffs and head over to the Bell to see if we can lend a hand at all.
Yeah. Once you get there, it's chaotic on the ship. The dust has settled somewhat, but you see Ernesto is on deck, like, looking at the horizon. Magnus is actually seated, covered in blood, against the mast. People are sort of, at this point, trying to get to the ship's repairs. Like, there's attempts to get accounts in. You see a couple of folks. Emilia, the ship's pilot, is weeping uncontrollably.
Oh no!
Ibrahim, the cook, is missing part of his body. His entire right arm is gone, and you see like part of his thigh has also been gone. But true to form, he's like sitting down, like on the deck, his leg bandaged, like his torso bandaged, and he's not saying anything. Like he has like a bottle of some sort of alcohol between his legs. And then next to where the big hole is, there's a pair of legs on the ground that look like they belong to a woman, and you realize very quickly that the ship's surgeon, the old lady, is nowhere to be found. That's Miroslava's legs are right next to that hole, and you hear Amelia continually repeating as she's weeping, "It was meant for me. She tossed me out of the way."
I'm sorry, who's down?
Miroslava, the old crone surgeon,
the one that
is gone.
that Jenya liked.
Yep.
She doesn't have to be gone.
She's legs.
I can fix that.
So everyone's kind of stunned, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
You're tired though.
so in between people
Do we
triaging
have
a bit.
eyes
But
on
I
the
still have
captain?
life.
Yeah, the captain
Okay.
is there. Magnus is there.
Trade my
Like people are
Oh
wounded.
yeah, I was ticking off boxes as he
Yeah,
was saying
yeah,
names.
okay.
It seems Ibrahim and Miroslava got the worst of the blast. There's a few crew hands that also bought it. Of the main crew, the people you know. These are the two.
Skin.
What'd you do?
I punched just the sharp edge of my dice box.
Oh God!
It's
Stop
my
cutting
middle knuckle.
yourself.
I just, you know,
Right.
we're fine. I mean, there's no blood. It's fine.
So yeah, Amelia is like just losing her mind, but she's next to Ibrahim, who's just staring down at the hole. He's not the best comfort because he lost a big piece as well. Like he's just like sitting there. Yeah, even if you look at Magnus has his back like against the mast. He's just zoning out. Like they never saw that coming.
Yeah. So in between some of the people doing actual work to try and to just make sure everyone's who survived is good, I then will I will calmly but loudly enough that anyone on deck can hear. I'll order a few of the Sorrovar to tie off to the ship, and then scale rigging to bring it in to the dry dock, because they're going to want to repair their ship.
Yeah, you see
And
the
that's
spot.
sort of the next best thing to do.
Yep, the spot where normally Amelia would have been, like the whole pilot wheel, is gone.
Mhm.
Like there's like an arc cut into the ship. You actually see the stairs like going down. That whole part got shot to hell. Captain Carmagnac, once she sees you coming on board, she steps to you, she grabs you by the coat, and then she pulls you to her, and she starts quietly just weeping. Like, she doesn't really say anything, she doesn't, she looks like she's trying to say something, nothing comes out, and she just very quietly, very dignified, right? Like to not openly bawl in front of the crew, but that just comes out.
Another fucking trauma pin in my fucking Verdugo
while-
hate bank.
While Rethold is going around with the crew, and while people are like
It's like a
trying
spank
to,
bank, but it's
Marcus is
rage.
just trying to kind of look for some way to help.
Yep.
And he sees all the injured folks. He's going to go around. He's not a medic, so he's not actually going to be able to heal too many people, but he is going to use my soothing balm ability.
Oh yeah.
To at least go around for the people that are being healed, who are being worked on, to help ease their pain and reduce their fear, so that they don't hurt themselves more. You know, they're trying to dig shards out of somebody's shoulder or something like that. Just basically, I'm gonna go be a what do they call that?
Triage?
No.
Candy striper?
Yeah, kind of. So, whoever the anesthesiologist. That's what he's going to go around and he's going to go around and provide effectively anesthetic for all the people who are.
I can't bring her back. There's not enough of her body left, is there? No.
No, and very likely what would happen is you would bring back her body.
Yeah.
So.
But at least
It would be a gross approximation of life.
Fucking Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
But at least she'd
Full Metal
be
Alchemist.
able to receive proper rites and burial.
Yeah. You could bring a body back so they can do like a burial at sea situation.
Yeah.
There will be no life left in that body.
Who was the closest to her on the ship?
Ibrahim was, which is why he's
like emotionally close or
That's what I
physically
meant.
close.
That's what
Okay.
To get a gauge from someone if that
they
might
were
be worth it.
Something he'd want.
they were close to family, right?
Yes,
So,
this is Tony
Yes,
supplying that.
yes.
Yeah.
So Rethold's doing what he can, right?
Which is also part of why he's
Shook.
he's sort of looking at where the impact is. Eventually, like without a word, Ernesto like walks close by and then picks up the legs and just like removes that, and Ibrahim sort of looks up and starts to be about to say something, and Ernesto just points at him and he just takes that away.
Yeah.
So
Wrap him in a blanket.
Yep.
Stash him.
Yep. There's a quiet exchange of like, you don't need to be looking at this, right?
That was definitely step 2 after that conversation.
It's like that's not. It doesn't do anything, right? Like just process what you need to process. Like you don't need to subject yourself to this. So the ship slowly moves as much as they can, right? Like it has to get pulled because there's literally no control of the wheel. As it gets pulled into dry docks, everybody sort of disembarks.
Or
normally.
not. They don't need to. If no one's ready to move, we'll bring up braziers and blankets and.
Some of them it takes a little bit, but it seems like there's an impetus to get off the ship, at least for now. Normally it's a safe space. Right now it's a little less.
Yeah, no. The whole crew is informed that they can stay at whatever tavern they want. They can go out to the Baronetta's estate.
Oh yeah, no,
if they want to
definitely. Jimena's like, no, you come to my house.
Yep.
Yeah, that is
Everybody come to my house.
We also have
It's like all of you, my house.
It's like we got a butler.
Yeah, we also have the small safe house if anyone wants sort of a there's options, but definitely they are. Their crewmate wants to make sure they're taken care of.
Yeah.
So that's
You
definitely-
tell them that there's options. Jimena does not give them.
There you
the
go.
option.
All right.
Jimena's
Yeah.
like, you my house now.
That's right.
Yeah, the captain seems to follow suit. And you know this.
Requisition a couple wagons there on the docks and be like, no, that's the party bus now.
They're scrappy, right? They're survivors. They'll make it past it. It's a little much right now.
I don't think. Zhenya will go to his name. You said that my brain just
The old man, the
immediately-
cook,
Yeah,
Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibrahim. Yep.
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, yep. He's Crescent.
Zhenya will offer. I can't bring her back completely, but I can heal you. And bring her back enough for you to give her a proper release.
you get a. There's a pause, and then you get a nod. It says, "Do it."
And then a check with Ricardo. It's not my life anymore, it's our life.
Yeah. Ricardo gives you a nod, right? Like it's kind of like a. There's an unspoken, it's like, I'm still here to take care of you. This is an important thing to do, right? So.
Does this receive a hero point when you go back for a fallen comrade or refuse to leave the wounded behind?
Well, you have to get her legs from Ernesto.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm sure we're aware of the custody of the legs at any time, because I'm sure...
No, I'm trying to get a hero point out of this, because I'm going back for a fallen comrade.
Sorry, because you will get wounded from that.
I also don't think Ernesto wanted to remain in custody of those for very long, so...
That custody was never
never
what
battle.
he was intending to...
Does that mean I get 2 hero points?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Because I have my carry and crow background.
Yep.
And I have my hubris.
Yeah. Because you have...
Yes.
You have your shared background.
Yep. With my kasha.
Through your now husband.
So I forget if I got like an 8 or a 10 to remember where the cannon is, but I'm like, I know where it is.
You know where it is.
I know where it is in my sleep.
You know where it is.
Okay.
I have 7 death spirals. How many do I lose? So I have 7 traumatic wounds.
How many more do you?
I haven't taken any. I have
Okay.
7 total.
You have 7. Okay, good.
I
I thought you had taken
No.
I was like, Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
exhausted, but you
Yeah,
haven't
you
given
are.
me any wounds.
No, you didn't take wounds.
Yeah.
No. It'll take you 4
Okay.
to re-heal that bond.
That would kill me.
That's
Well,
about half.
some of
That's
us
about
got
half my life.
some of us got a little
That
extra.
almost killed me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, I'm probably gonna
she's
take...
regenerating her body
Heal that
from
motherfucker.
a
play my
pair
flute
of-
while I loot that body.
I'm that chamber in the.
I was gonna say your fifth element.
I'm the 5th element chamber.
Yeah, Ernesto gives you the bag.
Yeah.
It's just like this will be good for everybody, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I heal Ibrahim and I restore.
You constitute a body.
Yeah.
Yep. You constitute a body.
Yes.
So yeah, you get Mirosawa's body back, looking very peaceful. Ibrahim gets his arm back. There's no celebration in those eyes,
No.
but at the very least, he'll be able to pull his weight again, which seems like probably the best bomb for this.
Someone more clever than Rethold
Depending on what the kind of clever is.
makes note to spread the word that even though that ridiculous Cyraneth weapon was brought to bear, there was only one casualty and
Yep.
no bodies were lost.
Yep.
Okay, well that's
As
not
a
Jenny.
as a spit in the eye to
Oh sure.
this
Whoever
this
brought this.
attempt to demoralize the resistance.
You can ask Leandro. He's basically taking care of my spine network.
Yeah,
so-
Leandro-
I was gonna say, is he the
Leandro can
gossip
do
line?
information control.
Yeah, I just
Let
think
me
it
tell
might
you what I
it might occur to
heard.
someone that it's like, get fucked.
You can also
So-
tell Evine and get a song written about it.
Oh yeah.
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 Mhm.
Well, actually,
whisper it in everybody's ear.
out of the earshot of the party bus, as it heads up the hill to the estate, I definitely would be like, Evie.
Spin our yarn, sing our tale.
Oh, also, once everything calms down, Evine offers Rethel the bag and says, I have a present for you.
I clap with glee out of your shot of the party bus.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of like shake it and I'm like,
There's a very soft whimper
it's what's
from within the bag.
oh god, it's I just see like a giddy evil cartoon,
Yes.
just
Yep.
and I'm like, So I sort of like jab my finger into it, and I'm like, "Hello."
You get like a. You know.
He
Yes.
knows how to work the weapon we might recover.
Oh, Evie. This is why you're my favorite. Don't tell any of the others.
You bring me such wonderful presents.
So yeah, you have a nerd of indeterminate origin.
No,
in the
I
bag.
absolutely am like,
Schrodinger's nerd.
so, what should we call you?
There's another quick like whimper in there. He's like, "Are you gonna hurt me?"
That all depends
Maybe.
on you, buddy.
I'm like, oh, I can never keep my presents closed that long, and I just reach in and I scruff him out. What's this? So these are just aesthetics robes. They're not like
Yeah.
they're he's not obviously a member of the Vatican Church.
No. These are scholar robes. They're not like
He's a nerd who was studying this.
Yeah.
And is now as a result the gunner.
yeah.
Okay.
He is clearly a scholar, neither a soldier nor doesn't really have the profile for a clergyman. Just real mousy man, like probably like early 20s.
Okay. I'm like, where do you hail from originally?
He says, "My name is Dario."
No, it's not anymore. Skip that. Where are you from originally?
It begins
This is how the indoctrination happens.
with
how it starts.
the
Excuse me there, may I have your name?
He's like,
Here's a new one.
I'm from Verdace.
I just,
Good.
I just
Which
see
school
you
did you
as,
study at?
as Obama, where you take the letters
Yup.
and you pull them off the
Yep.
page.
I'm like, and I reconfigure them to say Jose.
This is your name
He's
now.
like, I'm a scholar at the university in Numa.
Oh, good. How upset will people be if you're suddenly gone missing?
Oh no, I don't think anybody will be that upset.
Oh, see, that's a bad answer for future reference. So from now on, you're Jose. And yeah, what's a good last name?
Well, he said he's from the Numa, the Numiense.
All right. All right. Yeah. Or Escuela. Oh,
Yeah,
Jose Escuela.
That would work good too.
You are now Jose Escuela from now on. And if someone captures you in the future, A, put up a fight, and B, let them know who will come find you, which will be us.
And the cat.
Oh, don't even get me started on the cat.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, we're going to take very good care of you. Don't worry. As long as you keep helping us.
He's like head, like eyes, like sort of darting.
I haven't seen this happen yet. So Mark is just sitting here like, is this what has happened to all of the Jose's?
Jenny is so disapproving of this.
You're busy. And I'm busy, but like,
always.
this is like this is one
Not
of the
always.
scripts. It's, you know.
there are 3 methods, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and trauma-wise, not the worst one.
No.
To be frank, like that was in character. Yeah.
Jose Prime, who's not the first Jose, he's just the best.
Yes, he's the best Jose. Yeah.
That became guard captain. Basically had like a
Oh yeah, he had the full.
moment of conversion.
Yeah, that was OG Marines
he
break
saw
him down to
Reto
build him up
and-
again.
He saw the fucking second prophet. He was like, my life has been a sham up to this point.
Yeah. And he,
That died down a little bit.
no, it was that bad that even Rethel was like, "Hey, look, you need your own personality. You need, like, we can work on this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he's even better now.
That's why he's
Yeah.
Rethel's son.
Well, yeah. Josefina, we saved from
yeah.
a
Terrible thing.
From a terrible fate.
She was
She-
just going to be another body, but
yeah.
She was just a delicate, naive little
Wasn't that
flower
her first murder party?
that was
Yeah,
getting
that was her
preyed
first-
on by a baron, and then they turned
Yeah.
out into
Not a
maybe the
duke.
brain behind the city guard.
Yeah.
so yeah, once we get that, I'm like, Correo, and I just reach out my hand.
Yep.
He runs right into it.
Blood still all over.
Oh,
like, yeah,
oh,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
it's
You
it's
have your
brown
soot.
and gross now.
Yes.
It's kind of nice.
I mean, at least you can't make Koryo any dirtier.
no,
basically
well, no,
Pigpen.
he's impervious.
Yeah,
no, it's,
Koryo,
yeah,
Koryo is like
that's why he's actually the best Jose. But and he knows.
Koryo is like the love child of apparently Pigpen and fucking Speedy Gonzales.
Because I just reach my hand out and go, yeah, and he's usually
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm like, hello, my favorite Jose.
Yeah, I am the favorite.
Yeah.
Aren't I?
That's right. Yes, you are. Okay.
Yes, you are.
So you're going to take this new Jose Escuela.
Oh, okay.
You're going to take him to Espada.
Okay.
And Espada's going to teach him how to use a knife. Or a sword, whatever he wants.
Your new Jose turns 3 shades paler.
And I just sort of jab him in the chest. I'm like, remember what I said, rule number 2.
There's no
Okay.
poke him. And he sort of nods.
And I go, and then, after he's had some food and a good night's sleep, well, as much as he's going to get, you're going to have nightmares. I've never been through the shadow, and I can just tell. It's not good. Okay. So, Evine behind just nodding.
Yeah. Evine knows.
She appeared, or they appear just to go.
Yeah.
And then
Evine knows because most of the time the horror in the shadows is Evine. So
I go,
when
And-
Evine drips out
Evine
from the
definitely made
ceiling.
some extra noises while they were going through the shadows, just to freak them out.
Just playing your haunted house tape that you play when kids come and get Halloween candy. Shut the fuck up, witch!
Why do you sound like that?
So yeah.
and then, when he's nice and rested, we're going to take him to the Shorovors. So, my guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to teach him how to shoot a cannon better.
Okay.
You got all that?
I got all that.
Oh, that's why you're the best. And I do the little fist thing into his cheek where I'm like, give it to my boy.
Yeah.
The blood's still caked on.
Yep. You leave like an imprint, like kind of a brown, dry imprint on his face.
And I look over and I'm like, Escuela, you better run fast. He's nimble.
Yeah, how fast do you run? Like, you're just like, Koryo's just like looking up at him.
And I'm like,
look kinda slow.
You're gonna have to. I mean, but make him work for it.
He grabs him by the hand.
That's my
And
boy.
then he's just like, all right, come on. And then you hear them like jog like a little bit up. And Koryo, like as they're getting to the street corner, is like, come on, pick it up. Cramping his style.
And I just sort of look at my gnarly hands, and I just kind of clench my fist, and the leather kind of cracks, and I'm like, it's been a good day.
Got the mustache.
You
got new Jose.
fulfilled fate's edict and killed a mustache in the process.
I guess, yeah, if you're the only one around, I'm like, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be great.
Marcus, these are the people you want.
Yeah, and
These
it's
are
like,
the people you
look.
trying to recruit.
I saw what just happened to that cannon. I know these are the right people to have on my side. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them, but I do know that they're the right people to have on my side.
That one just rebuilt a body from a pair of legs.
Yes.
And then I just go walk into one of the the launch ramps.
To eat her.
I just kind of wade out there up to about my about to where my thighs are.
Yeah.
And I just kind of let it hang there for a while, just sort of soak in the air.
Jenya looks at you and like shudders, like, "Oh God, no, not
Okay,
again."
no.
And I'm like,
No. Turn back,
nobody-
Ricardo.
nobody-
No.
no, yeah. I sort of like sense it, and I'm like, we're good.
Jenya has spent this long without going into the water.
No, I'm sure the Balrog and I could chill. Like
The moment-
Chernobog, whatever. the Balrog, the Chernobog.
Wrong element there.
Yeah,
One setting.
Yeah.
Smoke and fire, not water and darkness.
I'm sure he'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would love you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I'm like.
So yeah, there's a somber evening organized. Although once people reach the house, once the body is recreated, once the alcohol is properly dispensed,
Yeah, we can have a wake.
Yeah.
it becomes a proper night of revelry.
And yeah, the prep in the dry dock is just to prep for repairs.
Yes.
So as soon as they're decided on to implement them, we don't start repairs until we get order from the captain and or the quartermaster on what they want done with it.
Question. Approximately how long has it been in game time since Marcus got here?
Mere days. Like
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
like a week and a half.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
At most 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this battle happened in about like 10 minutes. Like we fucking
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fucking wreck shit.
Fucked everything up.
This is the most DBZ shit ever. One battle, 18 episodes. Let's go. Sorry,
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Well, there's been missed weeks too, so
Yeah,
it's been longer
Yeah,
than.
but you got here. We busted some shit.
Yep.
Like,
Oh yeah, you helped us with some insurgents, and then we had the wedding,
We have
Yeah.
an
and then
exciting
this guy
life.
showed up, and I was like,
So we also had the murder party, or was that
yeah.
the
Yeah.
insurgents?
oh no, that took a few days, didn't that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
we had
so like I
that
said, at
week
most
days.
like a couple.
Yeah.
It's probably like a
Because
week and a
the list
half
from
to
that.
a couple weeks.
I'm actually gonna
Yeah.
I have to
need
go look at the
at
notes.
Less than a
least
month.
3 days to recover. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
You got
Um,
fucked up.
someone more clever than Rethel. Is
The tagline.
is concerned? Yeah, is
Yeah.
definitely. I might just roll a second character. I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm gonna pull a Jaren and just swap in another.
Have Rethel freaking go off on a
It's
boat
fine.
into the sunset.
No, he doesn't need to leave. He's a titan of industry. At this
Actually, yeah,
point.
he'll just
he'll
NPC
be
it up.
in an NPC. You've
Yeah.
Something.
finished his main quest already.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's true.
But yeah, so someone more clever than Rethel is concerned that like, okay, well, how many days do we have after this till the next thing happens, etc. And so yeah,
I mean, at this point, you were sitting on the powder keg for a little while. The powder keg has 100% been lit at this point, right? the Vodachi merchant princes and the Atabian trading companies have openly been working with the church. This is
It's also clear that they brought an instrument of war
oh,
to this
100%.
wedding. So like,
100%.
Rude.
Which there will be a
oh
fallout.
yeah. When is that wedding supposed to be?
Soon. And yeah, there will be
have to have a second wedding.
there will be a fallout of that.
A
Oh,
political one.
you know, I had a thought just now that
if that's
Like,
not a
if I-
declaration of war.
I might want to talk to the witches I've been training to link with to see if we could do a link with the city, so I don't have to be taken out like that again.
Mm-hmm.
That's future thoughts.
Future
thoughts.
plans. So yeah, there's a wake happening at Jimenez's house. You're also free to go to your respective houses, which at some point with the Dejeuner had Ricardo will start to subtly be like, maybe we should go home.
Do you think it will be any quieter there?
No.
She looks off in the distance.
There's like
Can I
a
borrow
low
your
like
pencil for the new Jose?
Oh God, you're right.
Thank you.
yeah, maybe not.
Augustina will be lonely.
Yeah, maybe we should go to the old house. Just
Yeah,
for
after
tonight.
after a little while,
Just for tonight.
I trek up the hill to the party,
Yeah.
to the wake, because you know I gotta support my boy Magnus. And,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Magnus is actually
Sorry.
very happy to see you. He seems to have been shaken out of
I thought he hit something or down there.
whatever state
As
was
soon
on
as
him.
he's ready,
It's ghosts.
I tell him all about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, there are ghosts
I
here.
figure
We
that'll
at least
that.
3.
That'll be good.
that-
That'll be therapeutic for a few people.
That does bring part of the old Magnus out. To
and I
listen
turn
to the
it
tape.
up full Seder. I'm like, you know, as Rethel Herdiger's son.
Yeah.
They called me Hatchet, and that's why. And you know, back to when I was a tween, right? To set the stage takes the whole fucking night. Too long of a story. Several drinks. It's great.
Whenever we get back, all Marcus is doing is making sure he finds. Klaus is off doing whatever. Like he's been around here just smoking his pipe and drinking the entire time we've been here. Basically just sitting back and
Klaus
relaxing.
is hanging out with a bunch of Zhenya's extended family at this point. The uncles and cousins, they're just like hanging together, smoking pipes.
He's ours
having
now.
a solid time. But Marcus does
talking about soldiery.
Find Heinrich wherever he's at and reminds him that the following morning we're going to go practice swimming. Because he's like, wait a second,
this keeps happening.
I just realized, like he's like, I realized here, I'm like, the only reason she's still alive is because I was able to get out there, and I'm pretty sure Heinrich. He needs to get more buff, of course, but also I'm not entirely certain that Heinrich knows how to swim since, you know, we've spent pretty much most of his life fighting.
Yeah, it hasn't been a priority.
Zombies.
So,
and other undead things. So.
I mean, if he needs to get buff, Jimena.
Yeah, Jimena can just
is pretty good at like fucking like montaging dudes into.
I've accepted the fact that he's going to be adopted into this whole thing. Like I'm pretty sure at this point, Klaus and Marcus are like, nah. He can stay. It's okay.
It'd be one of Jimenez's protege projects, and that tends to turn these young men into like buffer, more manly version of themselves.
Heroes of Odysseo.
But importantly, if we're going to be hanging around with these crazy people, I need to make sure he knows how to at least tread water.
Thank you.
Well, the problem is I know how to swim.
Yeah, that wasn't the problem.
That's not the problem.
The water just doesn't want me to live.
No, but
you were good
because I know how to swim. That's the important point. Yes. So
your boy knows not enough.
Yeah, he must learn more.
All right, so this evening we'll go and we'll pause it here for tonight's session. Give yourself another good 4 XP.
Sorry.
Wow.
20 XP.
It's never not funny.
No.
Can I borrow that again, please?
I want to have been in the room where they were like, yes, that is how we will make the chorus of this song go.
I was so confused that was the title track.
Blame it on my
There is a pencil.
So John,
the producer just being like,
and that
hi.
eraser.
I think that's a good. I was gonna
that eraser.
I know to
you'll
ask
let me
that
know
question.
what happens with the bracers if it turns into a thing or if I just get XP or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it will turn into a thing.
Okay.
I will let you know.
It is an erasable pen.
Did I have any other weird stuff
The
happen?
box.
Or am I guess I wouldn't know.
Here, I'll just hand you the box.
Well, I fisted.
Once you rest it
I'll hand
up,
Tony the
you're
box.
actually fine.
Huzzah.
Which I'll let you decide
like,
whether that's more or less terrifying.
They live up
In the
here.
Top thing. It's top
Because
row.
you're getting used to it.
Yeah. 'Cause they all match.
Oh. I don't have like a constant like small like my slightly away sensing the city now.
No,
Okay.
no.
Whew.
Because that would be maddening.
Yeah.
In fact, the better you are at it, the better you can be at
Well, I didn't
tuning
notice
it out.
to just
So it
say
doesn't
you
make
do
you
the
as hard.
Those are the characters.
The
those
problem
belong to.
is that it's
A lot.
overwhelming.
It's almost as if one mind shouldn't contain the consciousness of the city.
Yep. Over centuries of history.
Or, challenge accepted, be a bigger nerd.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn all these Pokemons. Come on.
If I keep going that way, though,
150,000 people to see.
there's a possibility that I could just merge with the city and then I'm no longer mad. I'm just that
Again,
really
pull a
big.
Fred.
Yeah. And then you will have beaten Zhenya to it.
Oh yeah.
If you all hit apotheosis and like vanish into the ether before we have to go off and
Never.
fight fucking vampire lords,
Rethel,
I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be so mad.
no, Rethel's trajectory.
You'll just ascend before I get there.
Rethel's trajectory is to always just be a dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well,
have
honestly,
to
my
worry about
real
him.
trajectory is to start basically like some sort of Fate Witch organization.
I was like,
You're just gonna do the thing where like the gangrel thing where you fall back into the ground and just merge with the city street.
I'm basically.
I mean, that's what Zhenya does.
when my character retires, it'll be because she's basically the headmistress of the school, and then somebody else has to do things.
yeah, and then you,
Ximena
and then
is
you have
going
to
to find
harass someone else to get up
Cardinal
at 4 a.m.
Verdugo
Yeah.
and then surrender herself to the fire and take him with her.
You're just gonna become the Phoenix, is what you're gonna
No,
do.
yeah,
No, she's going to become the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ximena will no longer exist, and neither will he.
Ximena is gonna be like become a patron saint that Vadishim invoke when they need to burn a fool.
She's gonna be.
Patron saint of vengeance.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be. She's gonna be in the apocrypha because no
Patron
one.
saint of get fucked.
of righteous retribution.
Patron saint of get fucked
And fire.
with an I. Get fucked.
Get fucked. G-I-T-F-U-K.
F-U-C-T.
F-U-C-T.
Proper vengeance, like my
Or
slaw.
F-U-K-D. I'm not sure which one's more.
All right. Say goodnight, Internet.
Good night.